I consider it a challenge before the whole human race, and I ain't gonna lose.
Junior. Junior, is it a 4-star? Alejandro Garcia. Number 19, Caleb Colt.
There we go.
Hey, there we go.
Roy, you got us? Mic check. Chris, you hear me?
I hear you.
Good. Sounds good.
I
Volume's
sure do.
Good, man.
This is my partner. This is my quarterback.
Flip the coin. There.
And Parish Episcopal has won the toss. Parish has the first. All Saints will receive to begin the game. Good evening, football fans. On behalf of Headmaster Dr. Chad Bird and Athletic Director Aaron Beck, we'd like to welcome you to Young Field at McNair Stadium in this top 6A battle between the Panthers of Parish Episcopal School and your Saints. We'd like to offer a very warm Fort Worth welcome to all of the Parish family who have made their way here from the Dallas area. Let's give them a big hand, Saints. As this is a big in-conference game and a Dallas-Fort Worth rivalry, we ask that everyone tonight take pride in your school, your team, and yourselves by showing the utmost respect and sportsmanship toward all the players, coaches, referees, and one another. Let's be sure to maintain a spirit of gracious sportsmanship. Please, no obscenities or offensive remarks, or you may be asked to leave the stadium. At this time, we'd like to ask all those who are able to please rise and remove your hats for our opening prayer and the honoring of our nation with the singing of our national anthem. Our opening prayer tonight is being voiced by our upper school and middle school chaplain, Father Edward Thornley, and the national anthem will be sung tonight by Senior Mary Carruthers.
Brothers and sisters, let us pray. Heavenly Father, we thank you for bringing us here tonight. We thank you for our teams, our coaches, our cheerleaders, and our families. We pray that you will watch over and bless this game this evening and all that we do and all that we share. May all that we do tonight be for the good of our neighbor, our communities, and all to your greater glory. In Jesus' name, amen.
Oh, so can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we walk
Texas. It's All Saints Football 2019. Chris Espinoza in the booth tonight with Glenn Stretch Smith, looking at a ball game featuring two 2-0 teams. The Saints coming off a victory at home last week. And Glenn, what stood out to you so far this season?
Well, I think the offense and obviously what we've seen out of Hampton Fay, young man that's transferred from Aledo, wanted to play quarterback. He's come in here to play quarterback. Going to face a heck of a quarterback tonight in this Preston Stone, the junior quarterback from Parish, who everybody in the country's after. Chris, we're looking at the number 1 TAPS team in the state versus the number 4 ranked TAPS team in the state. We ought to have a heck of a football game tonight. Nice crowd, beautiful night. Got a little breeze blowing. Saints will receive the ball. Parish won the toss, deferred to the second half, so that tells you right there a little bit about what they think, maybe defensively, is that they can come out and get a stop and get their young quarterback the football. It's going to be interesting right here, right off the bat.
Speaking of Hampton Fay, back deep for the Saints is Peyton Kramer, his favorite target so far this season. Last week he had 3 touchdowns catches and was all over the field. And, you know, I was talking to you before the game about Fay's performance, and you said it. He came here to play quarterback, and all he's done is throw for 300 yards twice and only has 13 incompletions on the season with no interceptions. Pretty heady stuff from the Saints' new signal caller.
And his ability to run the football. We saw that in week 1 down in Austin against Regents. I mean, his ability to extend plays, Chris, the ability to keep plays alive with his legs. And you know what? That receiver at Aledo came out in him a little bit, even though he wants to be a quarterback. And you know what? Right now he's showing he can be a quarterback.
Absolutely.
Oh, a little dokie-oke on the opening kickoff. Did you see that? They acted like they were going to run up and give it a little onside kick. Saints were not falling for it. Well coached by Failer, I believe, he's our special teams coach. Wow, what a kick.
That one's going to be through the back of the end zone. Downwind headed north tonight, so we should be seeing a lot of deep kicks, and that's going to bring in some long field goals potentially later in the game. So Saints offense is going to get the first crack tonight as they will spot the ball at the 25-yard line.
Yeah, interesting that you say that. You know what? Maybe they wanted that wind early. That meant, I guess I didn't look at the flags and realize the breeze was blowing that stiff. But, hey, Saints got to take the football and go right into the wind. Let's see if they can run the football a little bit, maybe get the running game going. Opening up immediately in their double set. Bothwell flexed out down here.
Hillman and Lacey on the left side of the formation. Fay joined by the Saints' leading rusher, Jacob Matlock, in the backfield. Handoff to Matlock around the left side and finding just about 3 yards over left guard.
Yeah, he run that little zone read look, hand the ball to Matlock. It looks like the Saints are wanting to maybe press the tempo here a little bit. Let's see. Coach Beck flashing the signal in. Everybody looks at their wristband, all on the same page. We'll get set here. Same double set, Chris.
Bothwell and Kramer on the near side. Matlock with his first 100-yard game of the season last week in the Saints' victory, now in motion. Fay looking to throw. Slant route has Kramer. Kramer splitting the defense up across midfield. Saints first down into Parish territory.
A well-designed play. As soon as they motioned Matlock out to an empty set, that opened a hole in there. Well-designed right there for the Saints. Watch, it opens that hole inside that curl window. Great job to read and recognize well-designed play, Hampton Fay.
Tony Lacey at the top of your screen has had some big plays, and they're going to swing it out to Matlock. Makes a great adjustment on the catch and around the left side, and a nice gain there on first down of 5 yards. And first things first, making a great catch on a ball that was a little behind him.
And that's what it looked like what they did. They flipped the formation there, and then he gave him the swing, trying to get him out leveraged outside. Saints on the move with this ball initially, going right into a stiff breeze, Chris.
Moving up front for the defense. Pitch around the outside. It's Hillman on the carry. He's got first down yardage, and he's out almost to the Panther 31-yard line. And just like that, the Saints have another first down, and they're in business.
A little tight end shovel inside. And once they get, watch tight end come across the formation, they run it up inside right there. Well designed. Saints using their speed right now to get outside.
T. Love joins Matlock and Fay in the backfield. Design quarterback run around the right side, and the Panthers read that beautifully. Great
Really?
play there. Good tackle by number 60, Josu Munoz.
Good job by him to keep his leverage, not let the two backs fool you. They came in and brought two backs in the game, Chris, thinking they were going to be heavy inside. They tried to get Hampton on the edge. Parish was not having any of that.
It was a 5-yard loss.
Playing a little 3-4 look too, if you notice that. You got three down linemen, 4 linebackers with the safety down in the box.
Second and long, Fay looking to throw. Has a man in the flat, it's Matlock, and a nice pickup there up to about the original line of scrimmage. So it's going to bring up a 3rd and 11, and just like that, the Saints were moving. They're going to have a little challenge here on third
Yeah,
down.
trying to get it in a third and manageable situation. You know, when you get a big loss yardage like that, you got to try to come back and get it in a manageable situation. Got a 3-yard gain to the flat, and now you got a manageable, maybe 2 downs going into this breeze with this field position right now.
I think you're right. I think Coach Beck sees it that way as well. We'll see here, 3rd and 11. I don't know.
Got a
how far
trip
he's
set
gonna
now, Chris. They're going trips to the left. Bothwell's flopped it over out of the double, home set that they like to be in.
Hey, looking that way. He's got Matlock again open on the right flank, and he's down at the 25-yard line.
Yeah, it looks like Parish brought the blitz off the edge. They brought the guy off of the right side. This is where you got to make the adjustment in that 3-4 look, Chris, because you got to move the protection one way or the other. Good job of beating it out with the football, Hampton Fay. Get it in a manageable 4th down.
Yep, you said it. They fight back after the loss on 1st down. Now have 4th and 3. Trips again on the left side of the formation. Fay in the shotgun, looking over the
Teaching you
defense.
a little football, Chris. I like that you noticed that. Trips up top. Don't stretch. It's rubbing off on you a little bit.
Fay looking to throw. Has room up the middle. He's going to tuck it and run. Got to get across the 20. He does, stumbling out of bounds around the 15. And we've got a 1st down, and that was really well managed after, you said it, they had 3 downs to get to 10.
Yeah, and that's exactly what they did. They tried to come back and manage that situation. Great job by Hampton Fay. Watch him use his feet right here. Now you got 2 outside guys. Look at him go outside and watch the lane open inside. He sees it and then picks up a block outside. Matlock, good job, well-designed play again, and designed quarterback keep.
T. Love straight ahead, and he's going to get a minimal gain there on 1st down to the 14.
And again, you're trying to hit them up inside because with that 3-man, 3 down linemen, they're having to stunt and stem those guys, Chris, and then fill with the linebackers. If you can catch them in the right look, you could pop that. Don't be surprised to see that pop later in the game. Back to the double set. You see them shift. Then you saw Parish shift moving towards Bothwell. And a cover 2 look.
Pistol.
2 high safeties.
Pistol formation, play action. Fay looking, end zone. Kramer just out of reach. Once again, looking to go to his favorite target, and we'll have 3rd and 9 coming up.
Yeah, you could see here they try to run the little play action and then hit Peyton Kramer one-on-one outside. When you get that cover 2 look, here's what I'm going to tell you. You got to run the football and bring one of those safeties down because right now you're numbering with what you should be able to do in the run game. Back to the trip set and something they're comfortable with here.
Hillman
Trips
and
left.
Bothwell on the top of the formation. Lacey to the far outside. Kramer once again isolated on the right side.
Faked it like they were going to play man. That corner backed up a little bit.
Fay looking to
Kramer on
throw.
a skinny
Looks left.
post. Oh,
Looked-
almost there. Boy, now let me tell you something. If we could get a replay out of the truck right here, you see this skinny post. The corner initially moves back. Chris, watch the corner move back, and this is that open area right there. That skinny post is there. Got to get that ball out in front. You got to try to stem him a little better. Looks like Saints are going to try to kick a field goal here and take a 3-0 lead.
Absolutely. Andrew Lynn on to attempt the kick. 30-yarder is up, and it is true. Saints, with 8:45 left to go here in the first quarter, take a 3-0 lead. Good drive to open the game. We'll be back for the kickoff momentarily. Lynn on to kick off, and we'll get our first look at the Saints defense here coming up.
Driving it into a stiff breeze now. He's going to have to kick this ball low. You're going to have great coverage here. They're looking like they got a 5-3-3 look to return this, so that they don't know where it's going to go either when you get this kind of wind.
Looks like Daniel Demery is out back deep, and it's going to be taken by Caleb Culp, and he comes out across the 25,
stretching. Got a seal up top.
He's got room around the right side across midfield, and finally taken down at the Saints' 38-yard line, and that is a nice return and a good start for Parish.
Good start for Parish. That's when you're kicking that up the right side. You got to pin him in there and not let him get all the way back around, because when you do, you could see that wall set up. Once that wall set up, he returned that ball all the way to the 38-yard line. Puts Parish in great field position with the breeze. Our first look at Preston Stone, we talked about this earlier, and I know they talked about it during the Aaron Beck coaching show, which airs during the week. But Preston Stone, quarterback everybody in the country's offering, you mentioned, compared to Johnny Manziel, this ought to be fun to watch.
Panthers, the number 1 taps team, ranked in the state. The Saints number 4. And they're going to start with a quick throw out to the right side and immediately finding his target, Evan Green, and it's a completion for about 6 yards.
Yeah, they kind of run that zip motion, and it tries to loosen. What it does is it loosens your coverage up. Then he throws the hitch to the top.
It's complete, and it looked like a little headgear issue for one of the Saints players, so they send in Brockermeyer, number 77, to join the defense. We've got James Williams starting on the right flank, along with Donche Douglas.
Parish comes out and trips to the left.
Cayman Lane and Beetle in the middle.
And they go empty.
Stone with 5 receivers in the pattern, and we've got a flag. Looks like we've got an issue with the offense blowing the play dead, probably a procedure. Yep, false start. It's going to march the Panthers back 5.
That's what happens when you motion out to an empty set. Then guys have to get set. You got to give your guys a chance to get set. They went empty, tried to snap the ball. You got a 5-yard penalty. Now you're back into a 2nd 9 situation. Back to the trips look. It'll be interesting to see if they go empty here now that they've gotten the Saints to check that coverage like they did when they went empty. There he goes empty again. Saints check it to cover 2.
Stone alone in the backfield looking to throw. Pressured, running up the middle, chased by Brockermeyer and knocked out of bounds. Kelvin Brewer comes up from the defensive backfield to push the signal caller out of bounds, and it's going to set up a 3rd and about 4.
Good job by James Brockermeyer. Watch him inside. It almost looks like he's spying this quarterback. Once he sees him go, he's got to get him running sideline to sideline. Here comes his help from his safety. Get him out of bounds. 3rd and 5 is big foot. This is a big play early in the game, Chris. I mean, got a big return. It'd be great to see the Saints get a stop right here.
We're going to try it on the ground, and it's going to go nowhere.
Try to run that zone read inside. There's nothing there. Good job by the Saints.
Andrew Beetle there first for the Saints linebacker. He's got 2 interceptions, 1 in each game so far this season.
Good job by the Saints to stay at home right there. Lane integrity defense. Here comes the big play, 4th and 5. Parish is going to go for it here. They're going to go immediately to the empty set and looks like put it in the hands of this quarterback early in the game.
No gain on that play. 4th down, and signal still coming in from the sideline.
Well, they saw the coverage right there to the empty set. He looked to the sideline and got a play.
Stone looking to throw. Time. Dancing in the pocket, retreating, now being chased. Looking to throw back across the field. It's picked off. Cayman Lane's got it. Cayman Lane across midfield. Stiff arming. Inside the 30. Walking away toward the Saints end zone. Cayman Lane. And an ill-advised throw leads to a Saints interception and a touchdown.
And that's exactly, you made a great point right there. As a quarterback, and when you're coaching the quarterback, never throw the football across the middle late. Now let's see what happened. Looks like we got some extracurricular activity. Is that after the play? Watch him, though. When he scrambles to the right, you cannot throw this football back across the middle. Great job by Cayman Lane right there. Steps in front of him, and boy, does he turn on the Jets, take it to the house.
Yeah, he outran everyone to the end zone, breaking away at the end. They wave off the flag, Glenn, so that's going to stand, and the Saints looks like they're –
I'll tell you what it looks like. It looks like was it a sideline warning? The officials wants a change of possession. It looks like a sideline warning, or it could be a sideline penalty. I'm not sure they waved it off.
Well, the referee from the far side of the field came in and was waving his flag like that it was off for the one that was around the 20-yard line, and then we had this one over here around the Parish 40.
And a lot of times you can see that happen on the sidelines. You get a quick change of possession like that. People are excited. They step in, and you got to stay out of the way of that official. That's why you got that white area marked right there from the 25 to the 25. You got to stay out of that.
I see Coach Beck and the players cheering. It looks like the touchdown's going to count, so they're going to send in the PAT team.
Yeah, I don't think there's a question, Chris, of whether the touchdown was counting or not. It was whether they were going to penalize them on the extra point for a sideline issue. And now you can see the Saints coaches are saying, hey, you know what, we got to back up here.
Huge play by the Saints defense, and with almost half the first quarter gone, looking to go up 10-0. Serving up some home cooking to this number 1 ranked team.
And you know what? What a turnaround right there when they started from the plus 37 after that. After what was a heck of a kickoff return.
Kick is up. It's good.
Oh, and they rubbed the kicker for crying out loud. Are they going to call it? There it is. I think they called that late. That's going to be a 15-yard penalty.
And that should be enforced on the kickoff. We'll be back for that momentarily. 10-0 Saints.
Just put my spine out of place. My school is insane. My work's down the drain. But she's a total blam blam. She said she had to squeeze it, but and then she, oh, don't lean on me, man, 'cause you can't afford the ticket. Back from Suffragan City. Oh, don't lean on me, man, 'cause you ain't got time to check it. You know my Suffragan City was out of sight.
Playing cover 2.
Lynn on to kick off, and just want to remind everybody that you can watch all the games on Texas24.net, either live or on demand. And also make sure to check in on Wednesdays for Coach Aaron Beck's coach's show. And then stay tuned after the game for some post-game interviews.
I think he gives a pretty good scouting report in that show too. You know what I mean? That kind of helps you before you come to the game. Even if you're coming out to see the game live, you get a scouting report. He talks about the players, the team that they're going to play. Pretty informative if you're coming out to watch the game, or if you're joining us on the stream. 10-0, Chris. Wow. You know what? I'm not sure I expected that. I mean, I'm really not. I thought, that, and especially into a driving wind. And they've controlled the clock. We're halfway through the first quarter. Saints have controlled the clock.
Absolutely. Lynn's kick. It's short, spinning in the wind.
Looked like that looked like one of your wedge shots where you hit it about 2 foot behind the ball, for crying out loud. That's tough sometimes when you're trying to pop that kick up. You're trying to hit that half shot. I saw the dust, or I saw the pebbles from the turf kind of fly up right there when he hit that. So They'll have to make an adjustment there.
They say you got to hit the little ball before you hit the big ball.
Something like that. God bless you. Did you sneeze?
What?
A little before the big before the little.
Yeah, he hit the big ball. Because the Earth is a big.
I got you.
orb.
I'm sorry. I was just trying to. I'm
We'll
not very
talk
smart.
about the solar system in a little while.
Yeah.
Stone, motion, first down. Handoff, and nice play stepping up, but the runner does a good job of falling forward. It's Calvin Chumley on the tackle.
Now, boy, that was a punishing run. Corin Lynch. Woo. They try to widen them with that zip motion and run that ghost fake and then hit that big back up in there. And right now you can tell Parish is going to try to hammer All Saints right here a little bit. They're going to try to get physical with them. Trips down here.
Handoff once again, and this time bottled up, it looks like in the backfield, but spinning ahead and getting back to the line of scrimmage. That was one of the best 0-yard runs I've ever seen.
I'm going to second that. Holy cow, was that Cayman Lane that was in there again in the backfield? Boy, great penetration by the Saints, but
it looked like Marcus Childs was in there real early, and then he broke away and just fought through a couple of Saints and got it back to the line of scrimmage. 3rd and 5, another big play here for the Saints defense. Double set, Lynch in the backfield. He stands off to Stone's right. And
well, a
Stone's
timeout. They didn't like the call. Had to take a timeout. I'll tell you what, right now, I'm going to say this Parish offense looks a little confused, Chris.
Yeah, I think they tried to get the play in and ran out of time on the play clock. We'll be back. Panthers avoid a delay of game penalty called their first time out here of the first half. 3rd and 5 at their own 45-yard line, and the Panthers with good field position to start both of their drives. And
right now the Saints defense has got them confused. They are rattled. Now, 2 backs in the backfield.
Blitz around the end. Love chasing Stone, and he has to get rid of it. Throws it to the feet of his receiver, and it's going to be 4th and 5. And it looks like we've got some substitutions coming on the field. It looks like the coaching staff, head coach Daniel Novakov is the head coach there for the Parish Panthers. He sends his punt team on the field.
Hey, let me tell you what, no more than they've got going on offensively right now. I'd punt this football as well. They tried to run 2 backs in the backfield and see if they could get some help from a protection standpoint. Great job by the Saints defense, both in coverage and getting pressure.
I got to comment and give you compliments on your job of cleaning the windows in here. I keep thinking that the window's open. It's so clear, Glenn.
I'm not bad for an old one-eyed fat kid. Oh, they fumbles it.
Oh,
they
it's blocked.
block it. It's blocked. If he picks it up, he can walk in for a touchdown.
He's going to go in. It's number 54, the Saints, Elijah Pusole, and it's a touchdown. Defensive touchdown, now special teams touchdown. The Saints have come out to play here tonight.
Wow, boy, I tell you what, that's big right there. Anytime you drop that ball and then you try to kick it, great job to go right at him, too. Did you see there was going to be no roughing there. He went right at him, blocked the football. Pusole picked it up, scoop and score, baby. 17-0. This does not feel like the number 1 team in the state right now, the way the Saints are coming at him. Now watch this. As soon as he drops this ball, who is it that goes and blocks it? Just go right at him, picks it off of his foot. Nice job. I can't tell on the replay who that is, Chris. Can you tell who that is?
Childs.
Wow, great job.
Yep, Marcus Childs. Lynn's kick is up and good. And just like that, with 5 minutes to go here in the first quarter, the Saints lead 17-0. Saints kicking off again here for the fourth time already here in the first quarter, Glenn. And, hey, all three phases of the game have got to show up when you're playing a great team or a good team, highly ranked team. And special teams and defense have scored so far tonight. Pretty awesome.
Really. All Saints come out to play tonight 17-0.
This is going to turn some of the pollsters' heads this week. Short, high kick once again, and trying to get a return. The Panthers go right out of bounds at the 30-yard line on the return. It's a nice hit there. It looked like Kelvin Brewer.
That was Kelvin Brewer. He was right one, and you know what? Usually that's the guy that will fall back and be your safety. And you could tell they had a right one go right there. He blew it right down the field. Great job right here considering the breeze. I'm telling you, all three flags are just stiff and blowing right into the face of the Saints right now. Trip set to the field. Parish has not gotten in any rhythm offensively.
Stone rolling right, looking to throw. We've got a flag, and he's going to be chased out of bounds on the far side of the field.
I believe this is coming back. It's going to be holding versus Cayman Lane. They try to roll the pocket to the trip set. Right now, Parish offense has no answers for what the Saints defense is doing.
Breedlove chased Stone out of bounds, and we'll see what the call is.
Flag on the play.
I think holding is the call. You said it. You saw it in the backfield on Lane, huh?
I did. It looked like they almost tackled Cayman Lane. Now, once again, 1st and 20. I mean, this is a tough situation, and I can tell you as an offensive coach, anytime you don't have any answers, and they have no answers right now for what the Saints defense is doing, this puts you in a heck of a bind early in the football game. You give up a score right here, Chris, it could get ugly.
Stone looking to throw, steps up in the pocket, now going to tuck it and run, and he's going to be chased out of bounds.
Good job. Looks like Cayman Lane spying him right there. And when he say spying him, you know what? That's a guy that's just going to drop back, and he's going to be moving with that quarterback laterally till he gets across the line of scrimmage, and then he has enough speed, like we showed earlier when he picked that ball up and scored. He's got enough speed to go chase Preston Stone down. I tell you what, Preston Stone's got to be frustrated at what he's feeling and what he's dealing with right now with his offense, because they have done nothing offensively.
We've got a very long situation here on 2nd down. That was a minimal gain. They're going to try a handoff, and the runner spins and breaks up through the middle in a nice run. Kelvin Brewer comes over and makes the tackle, but that was a nice play after breaking a tackle in the backfield.
Yeah, it looked like Caleb Culp. It looked like they had him pinned in, and he spun back inside. A nice run.
That puts it.
Or was that Christian Benson? I'm not sure who that was, but I'm going to say, golly. Yeah, I got some clean windows, but my glasses ain't working very well right now. It's a heck of a run to spin back inside whoever it was and get them in a 3rd and manageable situation.
Just 2 yards to go here for the Panthers. 2 backs in the backfield. And a little miscommunication on the handoff, but the run goes to Caleb Culp, and he's out ahead for a Panther 1st down.
Yeah, that was not very well put together right there, and I'm saying it was not very well coordinated, and then you felt the frustration of Lynch, because he didn't know who was going first, then who was coming second in that situation. They're trying to counter what the Saints are doing by putting 2 backs in the backfield and running a little misdirection. Right now, it looks like Brian Edmondson is dialing it up, because he is stunting and stemming those guys into everything that Parish is doing right now. Timeout, Saints. They had to call a timeout there. 2:54 to play in the first.
We'll be back after the break.
Remember when you purchase it, you can see on the side jack, of course.
Teams reset here. 1st and 10 for the Panthers at their own 42-yard line. Stone looking to throw, going deep, and looks like he has a man. He does. Hauling it in at the 20 and then fighting to stay on his feet. Throws off the defender, and that is a Panther touchdown. Evan Green, and just like that, Parish strikes.
Yeah, they caught the Saints in man-on-man coverage right there, and when you can get them in man-on-man coverage out here, watch him on the outside right here. Chris, he gets him in man-on-man coverage and lays the ball up to his receiver. Good throw, good catch, and then he makes a move right here to come back inside. Well-designed play. Parish is back in the football game at 17-7. Well, an extra point away from being 17-7.
Reed Boyster on to kick. Hold is down, kick is up, and it's good. Saints with a 10-point advantage here at home. 2:43 to go in the first quarter.
To be lies and all the joy within you dies. Don't you want somebody to love? Don't you need somebody to love? Wouldn't you love somebody to love? You better find somebody to love. Love. When the garden flowers, they are dead, yes, and your mind is so full of red. Don't you want somebody to love?
Getting worked on. Kramer back deep for the Saints to return the kick. And downwind, last time the kicker was able to kick it through the back of the end zone. We'll
And
see
I
what
tell
they
you
do
what,
here.
if I was Peyton Kramer right here, I'd back up about 5 right here, as it's the only chance he's got to catch it. Maybe they're saying, hey, I don't get that dokey oak. That looks a little bit too looks a little bit too Harry High School for me. Not sure what they're accomplishing there with that look.
Deep kick, and Kramer's going to take it around the 5-yard line. Here he comes. Looking for blocks up the middle. Shakes off a tackle to 20 out across the 23, and he's down there. And it'll be the Saints offense going into the wind. And the offense has only been on the field for, that one drive. And since then, the Saints have put two touchdowns on the
Well,
board.
I'll tell you what, Charles Sanders, that right up back right there, he better hunker down a little bit. It was a heck of a collision, and I'm afraid one guy's the hammer and one guy's the nail right there. I'm afraid he was the nail.
First down.
That happens. You know what happens in football. Here we go. Saints coming out, and they're double set now. Let's see. Parish, defensively, they're trying to come up with an answer, too. Motion to trips.
Matlock in the backfield. They're going to swing it out to Kramer. Kramer getting a block and running ahead across the 30 to the 31. It's going to be a nice gain there on first down. It looks like the Saints pretty content with the short passing game while they're going into the wind, and it won't be long before they turn around.
And you see right here, as soon as he comes in motion, they're trying to get a little spot screen out here, get 2 guys to block and let him hit it up in there where it feels good. Nice gain on first down.
3 to go here for the Saints on second. Fay fakes it to Matlock, swings it out to Bothwell. Bothwell cut down immediately.
He's got enough for the first down. That's what you want to see, a little out route out here, a little play action, try to get them moving inside, dump the ball out on a little, I'd call it an Oscar route, a little 5-yard out, made the catch. It was well covered, but he made the catch, got the first down, moved the chains. Minute 42 and running. Now look, when this clock changes around, I'm going to say the Saints are going to start taking their shots deep too. Double set again.
Fay sends Matlock in motion. Swings it out to him once again in a big collision, trying to keep his feet, unable to. About half a yard gained there on that pass play.
Looked like Noah Love, the corner. He was having none of it. They tried to run that swing out there to get him, And that's tough when you're trying to get Matlock in space. Corner was having none of it. Back to a trips look for the Saints. They're going to motion.
They swing it out to Matlock. This time he's got blockers in front of him, and he breaks through a seam out across the 45-yard line, and that's enough for another Saints first down.
Motion to trips there now. When you see them go empty right here, they're going to come out to the right. Catch and get rid of it. When you see trips out there, you're seeing softer coverage. Offensive staff of the Saints is picking it up. Okay, here we go. We're going to line up and empty. Let's see what they get here.
Matlock on the far side of the field in the middle of the trip set. Fay looking to throw. Pressure coming. Pressure gets to him. He lets it go, and they're calling it
grounding. They're going to call grounding right there. He just threw that ball out of his hand right here, and that was almost a lateral. I mean, what a dangerous situation. Looked like they brought the Mike linebacker right there. Anytime they watch the linebacker fire through the middle right here. Anytime you let that up, and this is what I teach our young guys, boy, you better make sure you're cleaning your inside gap up. Look at him come inside unblocked. That's a tough situation to get into. No place to go with the football right there. You get the grounding call.
They are calling it grounding.
And that's a loss. That comes with a loss of down.
And is that a spot foul?
But spot foul with a loss of down. That's a tough situation right here. Now that's going to put them at about second 22, 23 yards right there. That's a tough one. Almost 25 yards now.
Yeah, closer to 25 for sure, Glenn. And at first they didn't blow the whistle. I thought maybe they were ruling it a fumble.
Well, it almost looked like a lateral out of his hand. He was just trying to get rid of that football again. Boy, when they fire that inside guy, the Saints might have caught him with 12 on the field right here. He had to get a timeout. Saints caught him substituting right there. Did you see that, Chris?
Yeah.
They catch him substituting. Good job by Hampton Fay. Get the ball snapped, causes them to call their second timeout. We're not even out of the first quarter yet.
Could come back to haunt them. We'll take a break. 27 seconds to go here in the first.
Ran straight from water drops in the streets, niggas. Little kids scared cops with red dots. Philosophical gangster with dollar priors. White TVs with pliers.
So 2nd and 25 after the Panthers call their second timeout. Matlock in the backfield with Fay.
They got to get this back in a manageable situation here, Chris. They're going to motion Bothwell into a trips look to the left. Again, Parish checking the coverage. Got man coverage down here.
Fay looking to throw, has time, steps up in the pocket, and he's going to tuck it and run. He's going to be tackled from behind out across the 43. And
about an 8-yard gain puts them in about 3rd and 15, 16. A manageable situation here. For whatever Coach Beck and them are seeing, they like out of a trips formation, Chris. You know that you're going to get the quarter here, but they're liking what they see out of this trips formation. Be a heck of a second quarter coming back on Texas24.net.
Exciting first quarter to Saints with a 17-7 lead here at home. They'll have a long 3rd down conversion, but they'll have the wind at their back when we start the second quarter in a moment. start of the second quarter. Chris Espinoza here with Glenn Stretch Smith.
3rd and 15, and what a time to catch the breeze kind of a little behind you right here in a 3rd and 15 situation. Saints coming out in a double set. Parish is going to play deep 2 coverage, kind of trying to keep everything in front of him here, Chris.
Fay looking to throw. Has time. Getting rid of it. Going deep for Kramer. Kramer fighting off the defender, and the flag comes in, and they were hand fighting all the way down the field.
Did he get a PI, or did it look like defensive holding? It's hard to tell. I mean, that came from the back judge over here. Pretty good protection right here. Steps into this throw. You could tell he's going to sail it up into the breeze right there.
Yeah, and you
Both
can
guys
see
hand fighting to me look like a little defensive holding. Now, this is going to put Parish in a tough situation because if it is defensive holding, that's an automatic first down.
Yeah, either way, it's going to be a conversion for the Saints on a 3rd and 15, and that's just a play you can't make as a defensive back. I mean, you're just, giving away a first down there in a tough situation. It looked like the ball might.
Good point by our man Roy in the truck. You know what? If you're beat for a touchdown, sometimes you might have to reach out and grab it. I'm not sure that the way that breeze was blowing, he would have caught that ball. But you know what? It's a conversion right there. And anytime you can go from 1st and 24 yards and get yourself, converted into a first down, well, you got to feel good about what you're doing. I don't give a rip if it's a penalty or not. It's hard to convert those situations.
Looks like Kramer's being sent off the field for some reason.
I'm going to say it's a training issue. I'm going to say Sasha Shapiro, who's a heck of a trainer here at All Saints, going to have to take a look at him, and there he goes. He goes right to Sasha right now. Might be some sort of an open situation. They got to get it taped up.
Yeah, it looked like that's what he was kind of motioning toward as he was coming off the field.
1st and 10. They empty out again, trying to get this ball out. Now, here's a perfect situation, Chris, of the wind right here. We had seen them run this little swing pass to an empty set. Now this kind of breeze is kind of quartering back towards, almost coming out of the east. And he that ball sailed on him a little bit, trying to throw that swing to Matlock.
Kramer right back in the game here for this 2nd down play, and looks like the refs are now sending Douglas off the field.
That is Don Shea. It looks like we're getting, the turf monsters kind of giving him a few burns, and maybe these officials are, really trying to call that a little closer. Back into a double set, 2nd and 10.
Pistol formation. Fay, Matlock straight ahead with room over the left tackle, dragging a tackler ahead for a nice gain of 7.
Yeah, he did a good job right there. Broke loose the tackle, tough run. I tell you what, Matlock is a tough runner. He finishes every run. You got to have an appreciation for that young man. Again, manageable 3rd down situation right here. 3rd and 5 at the 38. This could be 2-down territory right here, Chris.
Be a pretty long field goal if they were to get nothing here. We'll see what happens. Fay looking to throw a quick throw across the middle and undercut, trying to throw a quick one out to Bothwell, and the defender almost had it go in the other direction.
It looked like Kagan Addison read that right off the bat. They tried to throw the little slot slant. Kagan Addison jumped right underneath it. He's lucky that wasn't pick 6 going the other way. Wow.
Big 4th down here, Saints.
4th and 5. The Saints are going to go for it right here.
Passing up a 55-yard field goal attempt downwind, 4th and 4. Fay looking to throw. Has time, scrambles to his left. Looking for a block, tucking it, and fighting his way forward. He's going to be really, really close.
He's going to be short. You could tell he was short. He left his feet. He was aware of where that marker was. But on my side over here, he's about a yard short. We're on downs right here. Big stop for Parish, and you know what? It's going to make this football game a lot tighter going in at halftime.
And this is going to be their first foray into the breeze, so we'll kind of see if they change their offense a little bit and try to keep it on the ground and do some shorter passing like the Saints did.
Be interesting. They haven't really, other than the big play, Chris, they haven't gotten anything going. I mean, we heard all week kind of about Preston Stone, Johnny Manziel, Clemson in here looking at him. Right now, he's a little less than impressive of what I'm seeing tonight here in West Fort Worth.
Saints making the stop, and that's
Yeah, they tried to, again, they're trying to hit that ball in there with that big back, said Carrin Lynch, and he's a physical runner. I mean, it looked like a 1 yard gain. We look up, it's 2nd and 5. Again, in their double set now.
backfield. It's going to be a loss and bring up 3rd and long, and
Yeah.
beneficial there for the Saints as Maddox Epperson was there to cover.
Now watch
covered up the
watch
quarterback.
the mesh right here. Anytime you have a hard time with that zone read, giving it or pulling it, that's what happens. Football on the ground, and that's not good. That's not good for your offense. It's not good for your confidence. It's not good for anything that really they don't have going on right now.
3rd and 8.
Parish going to substitute. Looks like they got 10 in the game right now. They think they can get a first down with 10. Here comes the 11th guy. It's like they're going to have to take their last time out right here.
Play clock down to 5. And they just get it off.
Did they catch the Saints with 12 on the field? That'll be
And we've got a whistles.
Boy, did they catch all Saints with 12 on the field. When you see a late substitution like that, you got to give the defense a chance to substitute. And I'm not sure that happened. And I think that's what Coach Beck's talking to the official about down here right now. You have to give them a chance to when you substitute, Chris, you got to give the defense a chance to substitute. It's the official's responsibility to step in over that football right there and give them the opportunity to get on and off the field.
I guess what I don't understand, if they were the ones late substituting, they didn't give the Saints the opportunity. I don't know why it wouldn't be a delay a game on them.
Well, what happened was they had 10 on the field, right? And then they run the 11th guy on the field, and they ran a back off to run a receiver on. They're not going to do anything right here except they're not going to penalize either team. It's 3rd and 8 in the same situation we were in just a minute ago.
Stone looking over the defense.
Trying to figure out which way to call the protection. Look at him trying to shift the protection one way or the other.
Saints pressuring over the middle, and it's behind the receiver, and he is unable to make the catches. Good coverage out there by Calvin Chumley. And once again, the punt team's coming on for Parish, and Saints defense holds.
It's like they're playing a little what they call Tampa 2. Chumley running the middle of the field as a Mike linebacker. 2 wide safeties, that was well covered. And you know what? The breeze come into play right there. Did you see him try to drive that inside dig into the wind? Ball gets held up, not able to convert. Now, the last time they punted this ball, we had a block. It'd be interesting to see if the Saints come after him right here again.
Lacey back deep for the Saints, and he is dangerous on the return. The ball is going to flutter up into the wind. Lacey's going to let it bounce, and it's going to take a Panther bounce down to the 22-yard line, and the Saints offense is going to take over there. So pretty interesting game. The Saints offense only able to put up 3 points so far, but they're looking at 17 on the scoreboard thanks to some special teams, as you just alluded to, and an interception return. And really the Panthers, other than that big play, haven't been able to do anything.
As in nothing. That's exactly right. And now that they're driving it right into a breeze, Saints got the breeze behind them now. We'll see if they're going to allow Hampton Fay to kind of show off that big arm. Peyton Kramer has had an ability to get deep. See if Saints start taking some deep shots now that they've got this breeze behind them.
Matthew Epperson's going to come into the game this series at QB. He's going to be joined in the backfield by Matlock once again. Double set for the Saints. Hillman in the slot left, and they're going to hand it to Matlock, and Matlock's going to run into a pile of humanity.
Yeah, they try to pull the guard right here. You can see they try to pull the backside guard and kick him out, and try to get themselves in a position where Matlock could hit that north and south. It's well played by the Parish defense.
And Coach Beck's shown this. It seems like in every game around this time, Epperson comes in and gets a series to get some experience. Epperson looking to throw, has a man over the middle. It's Bothwell making a move at the 30, running out of a tackle to the 37. It's a first down for the Saints.
The big old tight end, boy, is that good to see him. Anytime you can see him on this shallow, you see him coming across the formation. It's a shallow, it's an easy throw, and he's big and physical, finishes the run.
Coach Beck onto the field, chatting with Epperson, giving him the play. Epperson looking to throw. Once again, swings it to the outside, finds his tight end, Hillman. for 2 yards.
Try to run a little outside with a go and a little inside, option route where you can get out in the flat and get in space. A 3-yard gain. Second, you could be in worse situations. And second, what looks to be a long 6, 7 yards. Managing what you're doing with your down and distance, it's big in the football game.
Pistol formation, ball at the Saints 40. A flinch up front by the defenders, and
I want to say it might have been the Saints' right tackle. It might have been Breedlove that flinched a little bit that caused them to jump. I'm wearing glasses, so I'm not that good from a distance, but it looked like the Saints were the ones that watch. See him right there. It's Breedlove jump right there to me. I think they're going to get, or is that the right guard? I think they're going to get the Saints here. Let's see.
Yep,
Yeah.
false start,
Yeah.
motion. It's going to be marking them back 5, so it'll make it 2nd and 12.
Yeah, it's difficult when you change quarterbacks, a little different cadence, a little different snap count, a little variation in the voice. You can see where that can happen.
Epperson straight drop. Has time, looking to throw, going deep. Looking for Kramer. Kramer adjusting over the defender, and
Now,
the
this
defender.
is going to be interesting right here. Is this going to be offensive pass interference or defensive pass interference? A good job by the defender, I think, to cut him off. And it'll be interesting to see what the call is, because it looked like, watch the defensive back play him into the boundary right here. And it looked like Peyton Kramer kind of runs up his back. It'll be an interesting call.
They called it on him.
Did they? And that's what happens. Good play by the secondary, by the Parish secondary. Anytime you can pin that guy into the boundary, the only way he can get to the ball is to go over you. It looks like they declined the penalty. Or did they take the penalty? So it's going to be a second, and now they're a same situation. Oh my goodness! Second 15-yard penalty. It's going to be 2nd and
27.
27, correct. 15-yard from the 1st and 12 to 2nd and 27. Trip set. Going to try to get the ball on the edge again. See if they can pick up some of this yardage. Play the field possession game. Now you see the official right there step in. He saw a substitution. He's allowing. No. Excuse me. They're trying to get the down marker right, Chris.
Yeah, it should be 2nd down. A replay of the down since the Panthers accepted the penalty. And the Saints, after getting a few yards on 1st down, have had 2 penalties in a row. Set them back 20 yards. 2nd and 27, Epperson looking to throw. Swings it out high over the head of Hillman. Unable to make the grab there, and it's going to be 3rd and long.
Yeah, he swung that ball. He swung that ball outside again, trying to get some of their players on the edge, just trying to get it in a manageable situation where they can try to fight this, what is really behind the chains right here. You got to get some yards, or you're going to give Parish good field position. I don't care if you got the breeze or not. Anytime you got to kick the ball inside your 20, it's tough.
Epperson looking to throw. They're doing the blitz, and they set up the screen. Matlock breaks a tackle, looking for a block out across the 30, and they did just that, Glenn. They get about 10 there, and they're going to set their punting situation. Looks like they'll probably take the snap from around up above the 20, probably around the 22 or 23, so give them a little bit better opportunity.
And Hampton's a good punter, so they're going to get him in a situation where it looks like Parish is staying safe defense, right? They had to call a timeout. Wow. They had to take a timeout, not even ready for the punter to go in the football game.
7:21 left to go here in the 2nd quarter. Parish takes their final timeout of the 1st half. Saints still lead 17-7.
And all you do is stand and cry. I don't know what to say about it when all your ears have turned away. But now's the time to look and look again. looking at what you see. Is that the way it ought to stay? That's the way it ought to be.
We've seen this
Interesting,
before.
Chris. I'm sorry, Chris. Not mean to step on you, but interesting. They were not ready. You know what? Saints have showed. Faye's the punter. You know what? You got to get in a safe situation right here. Are the Saints going to go for this? 4th and 17? They're not going to go for this. But you know what? Good job by what Coach Failer's doing by getting their punt team out there and making it look like they're going to go for it.
Fay with the low end-over-end kick. It's going to be taken. Line drive by the returner there. Looking for some room. Breaks a tackle at the 40.
And he's got
across
room. Chris, he's got
midfield.
room.
Kramer trips him up. That's a nice open field tackle by Peyton Kramer at the Saints 47-yard line. That looked dangerous.
It was very dangerous. Anytime you got that breeze behind you, watch this line drive kick. Right here's where, and he's got trips on that side coming. But boy, anytime it's a line drive and he can catch it, look how far the Saints players are before they're even, they're even close to him when he's got the football. That makes for a dangerous situation.
It was Caleb Culp on the return, and now the Panthers looking to get it within one score. Offense back on the field.
They got no timeouts. I mean, this is a heck of a situation to be in. 7 minutes to play in the second quarter, you got no timeouts. Now, here's interesting, too. They're with 2 tight ends, Chris. First time I've seen Parish line up in 2 tights and go deep at him.
And they
and they're going to you're going to get a flag there. He held him, trying to come back to the football right there. You got to know in that situation, that breeze is coming straight into you. They tried to max protect this with 2 tight ends. If we get a chance to get a relook at this, you can see Parish tries to protect this. It's a max protection. You got 2 tight ends in the game right here. And watch him get the ball outside to the deep throw. Both guys are one-on-one. Boy, in that breeze, that's a tough completion. Got to be smart in that situation. 15-yard penalty puts them right back in the red zone. Oh, let's see. It's going to put it at the it's going to put the ball at about the 32-yard line first.
Yep, 32, 33-yard line.
32. You're almost into the red zone right here. They score. You're looking at a 1-score game. What are we talking about here? Have we had some? I don't want to get on the officials, but we've had some poo-butt officials now, for crying out loud.
Yeah, we had a.
I say I don't want to get on them, and then I call them poo-butt. That's not very professional, is it?
I wasn't going to say anything.
Well, I was trying to think of a nice word so Roy wouldn't get on me if I said, what in the wide world of sports is going on? It takes 10 minutes to mark off a 15-yard penalty.
Well, we definitely had an adventure down in Austin with the officials.
Woo! Here we go back to that 2 tight set, though. They're trying to find something here, Chris, with this 2 tight end set.
Draw play, backfield,
Nothing.
snuffed out.
Absolutely nothing. That's Poussele again.
Poussele in the backfield, and
And
we've got a flag.
extracurricular activity, got a flag.
And we got some Saints players all the way into the bench over there.
Wow.
What was going on over there?
I don't know. It looked like somebody blocking somebody. They try to run this zone read outside. Watch Elijah. He just comes straight down the line. He is having none of it. Throws him to the ground. I'm not sure where the extracurricular activity came from. Let's see what they call here. I have no idea what the call was. Is it a block in the back?
Sideline warning?
Boy, I don't think so, Coach. Because they're marching off. They're marching off. They don't know what they're marching off. They're not. Well, he was marching in reverse. Let's see what we got here.
I wonder if it was a personal foul on the sideline. Remember, the player was deep over there. I wonder if something happened over there.
Well, that's a 15-yard
Because it's a
penalty.
15-yarder.
And
it's at the end of the play because they marked it off from where Poussele tackled the ball carrier.
correct. Puts you in a 1st and 25 situation. Excuse me, is it 2nd and 25?
2nd and 25,
Wow.
absolutely.
Wow, where you had field position right here. Now you're in a really tough situation.
2 possessions in a row, one for each team, where they've had a 2nd and forever because of a penalty.
Now unbalanced. You see the unbalanced line? Chris, they're unbalanced. You only got 2 to one side. Saints notice it and bring the pressure off the edge.
Stone looking to throw and just throws it out of bounds, out of play.
We get a replay on this on the truck here. Guys, they go an unbalanced set. Try to come out and go unbalanced, which means you got the center and only one guy to the left of the formation. Look at that. 1, 2 guys over there. You got the strength of the formation over here. And anytime you can see him, they're trying to get him on the edge. They still don't have any answers to the Saints defense right now. That's why they're trying all these different looks.
Stone didn't have anything, just threw it away, and it brings up 3rd and 25. Saints backing way off the line of scrimmage in their prevent look. Into the wind here for the Panthers. Don't forget that. Love with some pressure, and he's dragged down in the backfield. Stone looking to throw, and he's come from behind, and Cayman Lane.
Great job by Cayman Lane. Wow. Does he have some jets or what? Did you see him chase down Preston Stone? That's awesome right there. Anytime you got that kind of speed, watch Cayman Lane come. Look at him right here. He's going to come flying across this screen. Watch him right here. He looked like he'd been shot out of a cannon. Great angle. Great job by Cayman Lane to get him on the ground.
Tracks him down at the 49-yard line.
First down, 1st and 10 in the 32. They're punting this ball from midfield.
Lacey again back deep, and a line drive kick, and it's off the side of the foot of the punter, and that's going to be, wow.
Yeah, that's not a very good punt. Looks like it went out of bounds at about the 20. He's still coming this way about the 25-yard line.
Looks like, yep, they're going to put it at the 25-yard line.
Good job by the Saints defense. Get that, stand up right there and don't let them get it to a one-score game. Now you got it back offensively. See if you can go in with some momentum at the half here.
5:48 to go here in the first half. Want to welcome all our viewers on Texas24.net. Chris Espinoza and Glenn Smith here, bringing you all the action like we do every single Friday night during the football season, except October 11th, because that's a bye week.
Like it.
But you can go back and watch your favorite game of the first 5.
There you go. Faye back at quarterback, the double set.
Looking to throw, has time, scrambles out to his right, has room to run. We've got a flag on the play, and he's going to dance out of bounds after about a 4-yard gain.
And anytime you get that kind of time, Chris, it comes from the back judge. I'm going to say you're going to get a holding call right here.
Penalties have been a big subject in football overall the last, first few weeks of the year.
You see that where Brady came out last night at the Thursday night game. He said, "To heck with it. He's going to turn it off. He's tired of watching the penalty fest."
Well, we've seen a lot of penalties so far in these first, 2.5 games here for the Saints.
Yeah, but we get paid too well to cut it off. We got to stay here and be troopers in the middle of it. Or as Roy in the truck says, make it entertaining. We try to do that. I try to do it as with a little Rudy Poo Butt comment. I'm not sure it's real entertaining, but maybe I'm drawing you the visual picture.
Hey, I'm entertained.
1st and 20, tough situation right here. Trips down here to the left. They're going to try to get it outside to Matlock.
And Matlock, they snuffed that out pretty quick. Matlock only gets 2 on the carry.
Tried to get them to loosen that coverage again. You had seen every time they'd gone to trips, they'd loosen the coverage and played man the backside to Kramer. They were having none of it right there. 2nd and about 19.
Double set here for the Saints. Matlock to Faye's right. Make it left. Faye looking to throw. He's got Douglas over the middle in a huge hit after a short gain on the crossing route. Wow, that was a collision.
Don Shea got it, but wow. We're right here. They're lucky this is not a helmet-to-helmet call. Watch him get blasted. Hampton Faye's got to be better than to see that right. Oh, my goodness.
That is
gracious.
a helmet-to-helmet.
Goodness gracious. 3rd and 15. What a lick. Great job by Don Shea Douglas to hold on to the football.
Absolutely.
Trips to the left again.
Still made the completion. 3rd and 15.
Got him outnumbered out here now.
Safety's dropping back. Faye looking to throw. Throws it out to the right. He's got Matlock breaking away. Matlock across the 40. One man to beat, cutting back, but chased down finally at the Panther 42-yard line, and a huge conversion there for the Saints on 3rd and 15.
Yeah, go away from the trip set that time. You got the trips to the left. He came back, dumped the ball to his back, who was able to get up the boundary for a first down.
Looked like they cleared the defense out on that side of the field. Matlock made one man miss, and then here we go.
First down.
Saints marching. Fay looking to throw. Has all kinds of time. Now steps up in
Good
the
time
pocket.
in the pocket.
And retreating. Going to throw and just throws it out of bounds.
Good job right there by Fay. Just throw the football away in those situations. And what happened? Would we get a penalty here?
Another
I missed
15-yarder.
that. Wow, 15-yard penalty.
It's a personal foul against the
Parish.
Panthers.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah, that's a tough situation right there. I wasn't sure. We didn't mean to give you dead air. We're trying to figure out what's going on up here. Saints got it, though, in the red zone right here, almost in the red zone. 28-yard line, 1st and 10.
T-Love gets a carry, looking for room up the middle, and then runs into a huge collision at the 25.
Trying to run it the way T-Love runs it, north and south. He's a north and south runner.
3 yards on the play, 2nd and 7. 3:14 and counting here in the first half. And remember, the Panthers have no timeouts, and if the Saints score here, they may get the ball with a little bit of time to go, and they're not going to be able to stop it
if they don't score. They can't manage the clock or do anything.
Absolutely.
2nd and 7.
Absolutely. We talked about how big that could be later in the half, and we'll see. Fay looking to throw, pumps, and throwing deep, looking for Kramer. Kramer's behind the end zone. Pardon me, behind the defender in the back of the end zone, and it goes off his right arm.
In the end zone.
Again, great job by Hampton Fay. Anytime you have a quarterback, and that goes for both these young men, Preston Stone and Hampton Fay, when you can keep it alive with your legs, boy, it makes it tough on your secondary to cover that long, Chris. 3rd and 8 now. I'm going to say another manageable situation, yes or no? You think if they don't get this, the breeze behind you, do you try a field goal here? I don't know. It'd be interesting to see what Coach Beck does here, what he calls. Trips down here to the left again. They may be trying to get that one-on-one to the top to Peyton Kramer.
Fay surveying the defense. Snap back, Fay. Throwing out to the right. He's got T-Love. T-Love corralled right at the 20-yard line. And to answer your question, I think they're going to go for it.
Well, it's going to put them in a 4th and 2 situation right here. It looks like really a long 2. Again, going away from the trips look. Try to get the ball out. Try to, one-on-one. Try to make a guy miss.
Seems like they've been able to isolate their back out of the backfield over there when they do have trips on one side of the field. It's worked. I mean, Matlock got that huge conversion earlier in this drive to keep it going on that same look. And so far this season, anytime it's been, 3rd or 4th and manageable, it seems like it's always 2-down territory for the Saints.
I think you're going to see Coach Beck let this clock run down a little bit, take a timeout, talk about what you want here, and get the right play.
That's just what he did. 1:51 to go here in the first half. 17-7, Saints on top. They call a timeout, and we'll be back. Saints offense back on the field, 4th and short coming up here momentarily.
Boy, after an up and what felt like an up and down basketball game, the first 8 minutes of the game, boy, you know, both these defenses have settled in. Penalties have played a part again, but got both backs in the backfield right here. Looks like the Saints are either going to try to hammer them or try to knock them out, one of the two with a big play. 4th and 2.
Scoreless so far here in the second quarter for both sides. 4th and 2, Fay looking to throw, pressured. Has Matlock and unable to connect with him around the 10-yard line. The Saints are going to turn it over on downs.
Well-designed play right here. You see Matlock, they get it in 2 backs. They had him outside one-on-one. He was able to outrun that linebacker into the boundary. Watch Matlock outrun this linebacker into the boundary right here. Anytime you can do that, watch him get him out leveraged. Look at the backer chasing. Right there, he couldn't get to him. Good job. Well-designed play. Got to throw and catch. You know what? Does the breeze have something to do with that? That's what you got to say right there. Hey, now, is this not a heck of a situation? 1:46 to play in the quarter. They got no timeouts.
Saints should have one left. And they do, according to the scoreboard. But, of course, we're at home, so we always have a timeout when we're at home. Saints defense on the field. Into the wind of the Panthers.
Down here playing man coverage now.
T-Love. And they find Stone. And once again, it's Pusile in the backfield wreaking havoc. And
anytime you can get pressure, Chris, with a 4-man rush, dropping 7, that's a thumbs up for the defense. And right now, they don't have any answers for what Coach Edmondson is calling and what they're doing defensively. Now they're going to go to a 3-man line. They're crossing it up all the time. Look at them spying with Donche in there. Look at 3 spying that quarterback. They're not going to let him go.
Stone
the minute he sees him move, excuse me, Cayman Lane. Spying with Cayman Lane. You saw Cayman Lane say, you know what? No, we ain't having none of this. Now they stop the clock, gets them in a tough third down situation.
I was just about to say, I don't know if that was very well advised decision there by Stone, throwing it out of bounds and stopping the clock. That saves the Saints from having to use a timeout, because if the clock keeps running, they're not. I mean, they're going to take their time.
And they still have a timeout right here. So
Absolutely.
You know what? You're either going to make it incomplete, or if you try to run the ball, you're going to cause them to use that last timeout.
Oh, bobbled snap, and he goes straight down. And this time he definitely
and Coach
forcing,
Beck calls the timeout. They're going to get this ball back with a minute to play in the half. Watch the snap. I'm not sure. Boy, I tell you what, snap was a little high, but right here, boy, if you're the Parish coaching staff, you're trying to get in at halftime and regroup, because right now you haven't done rip in the first half offensively other than hit that deep ball. You have no answers for what the Saints defense is doing, which is some 3-man rush, some 4-man rush, spying with our boy Cayman Lane. They got no answers.
And if you look at where the football's at now, the punter's going to be punting into the wind from about the goal line. You've got a dangerous return man in Lacey. So the Saints, even though they don't have any timeouts, should have the ball on the Parish side of the field, and they're going to have an opportunity to get some points before halftime.
You make a great point. They're going to get the ball in plus territory. Now, this is a situation where you got to say, hey, you know what, Tony Lacey, try and field this ball. Don't let a bunch of time run off the clock. You know what I mean, with the ball bouncing around.
I'm just wondering how far the punter's actually going to be able to get it
I don't know.
up the
A while
field.
ago, he kind of dropped it sideways like a watermelon when he kicked it. I'm not sure what he was doing.
And Lacey standing at the 45. Low snap again, and it's not even going to make it to him at the 45.
Oh, but it's a good high punt. And you know what?
Stay
That's
away
what
from
you
it,
want to
Saints.
see.
Oh, and it looked like it may have hit the back. Yep, looked like it may have hit the back of a Saints. No, they're going to say he was pushed into the ball. It looked like it glanced off Chase Parish, number 25's leg, and they're saying the Panthers pushed him into it, and it looks like it's going to stay Saints football, and we're going to get a look at it here, Glenn. What do you see?
Yeah, that is what they're calling. Right here, you got to be screaming, Peter, don't let this ball come in there. Oh, my.
Well, that's generous.
Boy, that's it. Well, in those situations, when you hear the guy screaming, Peter, you got to find it and get away from the football.
The Saints
break right
definitely
there.
plus territory at the 43-yard line of the Panthers, and they get a chance here to extend their lead up by 10. We have not had any points scored here in the second quarter after, like you said, the game started with some awesome plays, some exciting plays, some scoring plays in the first quarter.
You broke your chair on that inside pick. First and 10 there in the double set. Saints going to try to stick this thing in before the half.
Fay looking to throw pressure. They set up a short pass, and Matlock unable to catch it, and they were trying to set up the screen.
Exactly what they were trying
Looked
to do.
like they had some blockers out on the flank as well.
Yeah, trying to run the screen to Matlock. It was well played by the Parish defense. I'll tell you what, we got some smack talking going on too. You can feel both these teams are a little frustrated, I think, offensively right now, Chris.
Definitely playing with a little bit of an edge. Chippiness. 2nd and 10. 59 seconds to go here in the half. Fay takes the snap. Play action, all kinds of time. Throwing deep. He's got a man wide open. It's Hillman. And Hillman's tackled down around the 11. The clock will stop for the first down. The Saints rushing to the line of scrimmage, but they got all kinds of time with the ball at the 11 with 52 to go.
Again, good job by Fay. Hey, he keeps anytime you can keep the play alive with your feet. But I want to point something out right here. Watch his eyes. Look at his eyes stay down the field. Watch as he moves. Look at his eyes. Eyes down the field the whole time and able to make a play.
Beautiful throw, beautiful catch. Saints are in business. Fay looking to throw once again. Has time, dancing in the pocket. Makes a man miss. We've got a flag, and Fay is just going to throw it out of bounds.
Going to get a holding call right here. Anytime it's you see that much time in the pocket, that's a tough call right here. Now this is going to take you back. 31 seconds to play. Going to push you back an extra 10 yards.
So the line of scrimmage was the 12. It's going to move it out to the 22. And the Saints.
31 seconds. Neither team has any timeouts. Now here, if you're the defensive coaching staff, you're trying to get them to tackle them inbounds. If you're the offensive coaching staff, you're saying, you get it, get out of bounds right here. Let's see if we can manage this clock. Again, Saints in the trips, they're empty. Going empty right here. See if they can get take a vertical shot right here on this 1st and 20.
5 receivers for Fay to choose from. All-out blitz over the top of his intended target. And it was man-to-man straight across, wasn't it?
Yeah, it looked like they were playing man, and it looked like Matlock may have – I'm not sure if Fay thought he was running to go and Matlock run that inside dig. I'm not sure what happened there. They didn't run a bunch of time off the clock. But right there, you got to get everybody coordinated and on the same page. Didn't look like that was happening. Get Matlock back in the backfield, trips to the right. Maybe see if they can isolate him in coverage again. Maybe that swing route on the linebacker.
2nd and 20, but for all intents and purposes, 2nd and goal. Fay rolling right, looking to throw. Looking in the end zone, trying to find a man, and we get a bump early.
In the end zone.
And that is a bad penalty there. It's going to give the Saints a first down, which with 21 seconds, I don't know that that's the importance. The importance is it's going to give them 15 yards and put them inside the 10.
They're calling this an uncatchable ball, it looked like. The Parish staff is screaming an uncatchable ball, and I'm not sure they're wrong right there. And I think they're going to get that flag picked up for an uncatchable pass, Chris.
Just don't know how it's uncatchable when you get hit before the ball even gets to you. Don't know how you can make that call, but it is what it is.
It is what it is. And
3rd and 20.
Yeah, it sets up a 3rd and 20 with 21 seconds to play. You got 2 shots right here. You know what? Try to stick something in the end zone right here. Look for Bothwell, the big basketball player. Look to throw the ball up to him in the middle of the field.
Trips formation to the right, low snap. Fay picks it up, going deep, looking for Patterson, and Patterson looks like it was knocked away at the last second. Man, that looked like a great throw and looked like he was gonna run right underneath it and just unable to bring it in.
Put it up to his big man, Ben Patterson, out there to say, hey, you know what? Go play jump basketball right here. Boy, nice job. The Parish defensive back, great job by that young man. He did get his hand on that football. Hey, we're going to get a long field goal shot here.
Lynn's going to come in. They're going to place it at the 29 for a 39-yard attempt. 16 seconds to go here in the half. Wind aided. Lynn's kick is
Got an upper
up.
leg.
It is
He pulled
no good. A little bit to the left. And the Panthers offense, after the missed field goal, is going to come take the field. And I'd imagine we just see a kneel here and we'll go into the half. But
Good job by the Panthers defense right there. Hey, good job to stand up, make a stand. Your offense has had no answers. You've had to play your butt off defensively because you've really given up, 2 touchdowns, interception, special teams touchdown. You got to feel pretty good going in the half. And if you're All Saints, you're the same way. You've gotten 2 scores you didn't think you were going to get. You go in at the half and see what kind of momentum you can build in this football game.
the offenses are only responsible for 10 of the 24 points in the game. It's been a tough sledding out there. Good defense. And they're going to hand it off here. Lane meeting the ball carrier at the 15.
Boy, has Kamen Lade played him he's played a football game in one half of football. We're at the half. It's been a heck of a game, and I tell you what, I think we're going to see a good second half. Be interesting to see the adjustments and see what happens here.
17-7, the Saints lead here at the half. We'll be back with second half action in a little while, live on Texas24.net.
She'll go down to Cowboys and buy herself a cold one. And on a Friday night in Dallas, she's a Cowboys dream. Something tells me she'll sit out the first one. And then they'll play George Strait and she'll be gone. 'Cause heaven knows that girl was born to two-step. Texas women don't stay lonely long. And it's a fact that women like a one-eyed leg can find somebody else anytime they want. It's a shame, but I'm afraid one-eyed love, she don't like waiting much. No, Texas women don't stay lonely long. Thing she'd wait forever and welcome me back in with open arms. But she don't walk the floor and she don't count the teardrops. She don't pick up pieces from no broken heart. Oh, I wish I could call and say I'm There's nobody sitting by the phone. You know she meant it when she told me that she loved me. But Texas women don't stay lonely long. It's a fact that women like when I live, find somebody else anytime they want. It's a shame, but I'm afraid when I love, she don't like waiting much. No, Texas women don't stay lonely long. It's a fact that women like when I live, find somebody else anytime they want. It's a shame, but I'm afraid when I love, she don't like waiting much. No, Texas women don't stay lonely long.
Let's have one more round of applause for the Parish Drumline. Give it up for the Parish Drumline.
There was some blue and sorrow just my thoughts about you bring back my peace of mind.
Please welcome to the field the Parish Rosette.
You're a miracle work for me. You set my soul free like a ship sailing on the sea. She is the sunlight when the skies are gray. She treats me so right, lady. Take me away.
Ladies and gentlemen, presenting the award-winning Parish Rosette. The Rosette officers are Lieutenant Tony Buster, Lieutenant Abby Corso, First Lieutenant Emma Zinhart, Lieutenant Eugene Lee, and in the center, your captain, Lauren Chappell. The Rosette of the Week is Miss Claire Buttles. Now be prepared to be dazzled by an exciting screamer routine to the Jonas Brothers' hit song, Sucker. And here they are, the Parish Rosette. The Rosette managers are Miss Rachel London, Miss Maddie Anderson, and Mr. Adam Strickland. The directors of the Parish Rosette are Mrs. Megan Bowen and Miss Sheila Gray.
us in that field on your daddy's farm. Ask you to marry me, all I had to give was my heart. While other kids were diving into swimming holes, you and me dove off into the great unknown. We were barely getting by, taking care of each other. Then I became a daddy, you became a mother. Was an uphill battle nearly every day. Looking back, I wouldn't have it any other way. I'm proud of the house we built. It's stronger than sticks, stones, and steel. It's not a big place sitting up high on some hill. A lot of things will come and go, but love never will. Oh, I'm proud. I'm proud of the house we built. Still working our way through the land of milk and honey. At the end of the day, there's always more bills than money. I close my eyes at night and I still feel the same fire in my heart I felt out in that field. I'm proud of the house we built. It's stronger than sticks, stones, and steel. It's not a big place sitting up high on some hill. A lot of things will come and go, but love never will. I'm proud, oh, I'm proud of the house we built. Oh, look at us today. Such a long, long way. I'm proud of the house we built. It's stronger than sticks, stones, and steel. Not a big place sitting up high on some hill. A lot of things will come and go, but love never will. I'm proud of the house we built. It's stronger than sticks, stones, and steel. It's not a big place sitting up high on some hill. A lot of things will come and go, but love never will. I'm proud, oh, I'm proud of this house. I'm proud, yeah, I'm proud of the house. I'm proud, yeah, I'm proud of the house we built.
Then we drink and get older, and some of us even try to get sober. Now here's to the assholes and the last calls. We're city kids, you get what you asked for. And acquaintances turn to friends. I hope those friends, they remember me. Hold the night for ransom as we kidnap the memories. Not sure there's a way to express what you meant to me. Sit around the table and use those years as the centerpiece.
Sounds of the city on Capitol Hill, where I question if what I've seen here is real. Cowboy boots doing lines at the bar, where the time goes slow when you're drinking PBR. Sounds of the city on Capitol Hill, where I question if what I'm seeing here is real. Cowboy boots doing lines at the bar, where the time goes slow when you're drinking PBR.
Hold on to what you were, forget what you're not. The streets were ours that summer, at least those 2 blocks. Reminisce on those days, I guess that's okay. You wonder why, some grow up, move on, close the chapter, live separate lives. The 20-something confusion before the suit and tie. Strangers become mistakes, but those mistakes made you feel alive. Hindsight is vibrant, reality rarely lit. Memories a collage, pasted with glue that barely sticks. Good Lord, they broken my shields. Locked bathroom doors, graffiti, and high heels. Until you felt the altitude, you don't know how high it feels. Party mountain, some don't ever come down from around here. to be young again. I guess it's relative. The Camel Lights, a whiskey rye, sink into the skin. Fantasize about a second win. Grow a mustache, pick up another bad habit, and let the games begin.
Sounds of the city on Capitol Hill, where I question if what I'm seeing here is real. Cowboy boots doing lines at the bar, where the time goes slow when you're drinking PBR. Sounds of the city on Capitol Hill, where I question if what I'm seeing here is real. Cowboy boots doing lines at the bar, where the time goes slow when you're drinking PBR.
So here's to the nice, dancing with the band. Strangers into girlfriends from a one-night stand. Pour out a little liquor and turn up the Johnny Cash. You could bring a receipt to heaven, but you cannot take it back. And this is life, this is real, even when it feels like it isn't. I'd be a goddamn liar to say at times I didn't miss it. So deuces, I turn my back as I walk into the distance. Dip my feet in every once in a while, just to say I visit. And we hold on to these nights, try to find our way home from the street light. Over time you figure out this is me, right? Learn a lot about your friends, right around 2 a.m. And acquaintances turn to friends, I hope those friends, they remember me. Hold the night for ransom as we kidnap the memories. Not sure there's a way to express what you meant to me. Sit around the table and use those years as the centerpiece.
Sounds of the city on Capitol Hill, where I question if what I'm seeing here is real. Cowboy boots doing lines at the bar, where the time goes slow when you're drinking PBR.
This is that ice cold Michelle fight for that white gold. This one for them hood girls, them good girls, straight masterpieces. Stylin', wildin', living it up in the city. Got Chuck's on with Saint Laurent. Gotta kiss myself, I'm so pretty. I'm too hot. Call the police and the fireman. I'm too hot. Make a dragon wanna retire, man. I'm too hot. Say my name, you know who I am. I'm too hot. And my band bought that money. Break it down. Girls hit you, hallelujah. Girls hit you, hallelujah. Girls hit you, hallelujah. Cause Uptown Funk don't give it to you. Cause Uptown Funk don't give it to you. Cause Uptown Funk don't give it to you. Saturday night and we in the spot. Don't believe me, just watch. Come on. Don't believe me, just watch. 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 Hey, 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 oh! Stop. Wait a minute. Fill my cup, put some nigga in it. Take a sip, sign the check. Julio, get the stretch. Right to Harlem, Hollywood, Jackson, Mississippi. If we show up, we gon' show out. Smoother than a fresh drop. Skip it. I'm too hot. Call the police and the fireman. I'm too hot. Make a dragon wanna retire, man. I'm too hot. Bitch, say my name, you know who I am. I'm too hot. And my band bought that money. Break it down. Girls hit you, hallelujah. Girls hit you, hallelujah. Girls hit you, hallelujah. Cause Uptown Funk don't give it to you. Cause Uptown Funk don't give it to you. Cause Uptown Funk don't give it to you. Saturday night and we in the spot. Don't believe me, just watch. Come on.
funk you up. Uptown funk you up. Uptown funk you up. Uptown funk you up. Come on, dance, jump on it. If you said and flown it. If you freak dead and own it. Don't brag about it, come show me. Come on, dance, jump on it. If you said and flown it. Well, it's Saturday night and we in the spot. Don't believe it, just watch. Come on. Don't believe it, just watch.
Welcome back for the start of the third quarter here at McNair Stadium. All Saints football 2019. Chris Espinoza, Glenn Stretch Smith in the booth tonight. 17-7, the Saints lead after first half action, and pretty exciting first quarter, and a lot of tug of war with no winner in the second quarter. No scoring. And what stood out to you in the first half, partner?
I thought the special teams, both special teams, pretty sound. Both defenses were pretty sound, so we'll kick it off here in the second half. They deferred. Parish deferred. They're going to get the ball here going against the breeze. Let's see what happens.
See how Lynn handles this kick. It's going to be another high, short one up into the breeze and out of bounds once again. So we're going to have some good field position to start here for the Panthers. They will have the wind at their back. And
interesting, you know what? You just pointed that out. It looked like even though the Saints were kicking there, they're going to take the fourth quarter wind in case they need it. Anticipating of a tight game. First kind of real play in a chess match here by Coach Beck gamble, I would say, to say, you know what, we'll give you the ball and the win here in the third quarter. And maybe they got that much confidence in their defense, Chris, and what the defense did in the first half. And why not?
Yeah, other than a long pass play, the defense has been very, very stout, and both defenses, helped by some untimely penalties by the offenses as well.
Be interesting to see the second half adjustments right here, because Parish had no answers. We heard all about this quarterback all week, Preston Stone, and quite frankly, he other than the one deep ball, he has not been able to get outside. They've done a nice job of spying with Cayman Lane, and quite frankly, they have shut this, what was considered to be high-powered Parish offense down.
Tony Lacey was on the field. He just came off. Coach Beck's having a word with him. They run number 16, Mason Magnus, onto the field to play safety for this first down and 10 play. Ball at the 35-yard line. Handoff. Going right, and the runner with some room around the right side. It's a nice run there. It's number 19, once again, Caleb Culp.
Yeah, you know what?
They're going
to there's your first sign of what's happening. They're going to try to get the ball outside, get away from those stunts and stems by that defensive front, and see if they can use a little bit of their speed on the edge. And they were able to convert that for a first down. Good call coming out of the locker room.
12-yard scamper there. Lacey back on the field. Two receivers on the left side of the formation, two backs in the backfield. Shotgun look, Stone this time coming around left end.
Same play to come to this side, and you're going to get a holding right there. Anytime you see that, Chris, where that end gets sealed, I'm telling you 9 times out of 10 they're going to call a hold. You're going to be in a 1st and 20 situation, because you cannot put your hands on that guy. Watch to the left side right here. As soon as our screen widens, you'll see right there. Look at him holding right there. Holding. Anytime you grab a hold of Poussoulet, they're going to catch that. The jersey stretches, the hands outside the framework. You're going to get yourself behind the chains, 1st and 20.
So after a pretty promising start here to this drive, the Panthers marching back, and the Saints defense with a chance, hopefully, to get the offense the ball. We'll see what happens.
Two backs in the backfield. Looks like a little confusion here. Let me tell you what, they have not allowed, again, get a timeout or a sideline warning already. Got the coaches on the field trying to get him a call. The head linesman says, you know what, get your butt back or we're going to flag you, and that's exactly what he's telling him right now. Confusion with the Parish, with this Parish offense. They're not able to get their plays in. They can't get in any kind of rhythm. Frustration off of that sideline right now.
Seems like the Saints defensive coaching staff did a good job this week of coming up with some schemes to get them out of their rhythm and get them uncomfortable at the line of scrimmage. We see some stunning here up front, and Stone going deep, and some coverage to the backside, and incomplete. Nice coverage over there on the far side of the field by, looked like number 8, Esmond Jackson.
Was it?
Pardon me, James Williams.
Yeah, James Williams, exactly who it was. And we got 2 8s on our roster. It can be confusing at times. That's James Williams on that coverage. Nice job by him of, once again, just press that guy in the boundary, put your hands up, don't interfere with him on a 1st and 20 situation. 2nd and 20, they don't give anything big, and you can see right now they're bringing a 3-man rush, going to spy him with T-Love.
Cope around the right side. He's slung down, and guess who? Cayman Lane.
Yeah, they try to run that little inside zone look, trying to get it in a manageable 3rd and 12. Saints defense holds 3rd and 15.
Short gain there.
Check, that's 3rd and 16. Good job to keep him inside, not allow him to get in the open field. Saints have done a nice job tackling tonight and getting guys to the ground.
Absolutely. Lane with a good stop there in the open field. 3rd and long here for the Panthers.
The Saints secondary going to bail out, keep everything in front of them. Don't allow this 1st down conversion.
Stone rolling to his right, throwing it low and a little behind the receiver. He hauls it in at the Saints 46.
Good job by Christian Benson. Hey, slide down and make the catch here. Now, this is a manageable 4th down situation. Parish, you're going to gamble right here, 4th and 5, ball kind of at midfield, or are you going to try to kick them deep and see if you can play some defense?
Looks like they're keeping Stone on the field along with the rest of the offense. And that looks like play calls coming in from the sideline. So I think we're going to have a 4th down attempt here.
And you're inside of 10 seconds right now. 2 backs.
They hand it off in the backfield and a burst up the seam and still on his feet. Nice run there. It looked like the Saints had a chance to bring down the ball carrier in the backfield, but he's all the way out to the Saints 21.
Yeah, Benson again, nice job. You know what? They were able to hand the football off inside. Watch him get a seal. Watch that center come back and seal right there. And anytime you can do that, you get a lane up inside. He was able to find that, run it where it feels. You like a running back that runs with his eyes. You know what? You got to run it where it feels good. And that's exactly what happened right there. Ooh, lucky we didn't get some kind of penalty pulling on the helmet.
Ends up taking 3 Saints to get him to the turf. 1st down for the Panthers at the 21-yard line. And it looks like a snap infraction there. Half the team went, half the team didn't. So we're going to have a 5-yard mark off here against Parish.
What frustrating as an offensive coach when you can convert 1st and 20 and then you get right down the field, you can't get the ball snapped. I mean, this Parish offense is not in sync, and I'm going to give the credit to the Saints defense right now. 1st and 15.
Still only 10 behind the Saints. And this time Benson gets swallowed up in the backfield. That's a nice play there once again. Alex Nelson bringing down the ball carrier.
Yeah, they try to run that little inside zone look and kind of don't be surprised to see that quarterback keep it out the back door. They've got an option possibility there with the other back coming outside. I look for them to come back to that inside, kind of fake that inside handoff and then get that ball pitched on the edge. 2nd and 15, ball in the middle of the field. They're in a double set.
Lynch in the backfield with Stone. Looking to throw, quick out here, and caught for about 6-7 yards. It's just going to bring up about a 3rd and 8. So a manageable situation here for the Saints defense, and we'll see if they can, force another 4th down play or possibly a field goal.
Throw and catch right there in a hitch situation, trying to keep them in. Here we're playing field position, which a lot of this game has been, getting it back to a 3rd and 10 and possibly a manageable 2-down situation to try to convert this. And I think the crowd feels it. You see the student section up over there. They see this could be a big play in the football game. Halfway through the 3rd quarter, close to the red zone, trips to the left for Parish.
Stone looking to throw. Flushed out of the pocket. Lane coming. He stumbles and spinning away and down inside the 20. He's going to be shy of the first down.
By about 6.
It looked like that football was kind of out away from his body, and the Saints were swiping at it. It looked like it might get knocked loose.
Boy, it looked like, too, watch him on the scramble right here. I don't know if his cleats dig in or what happened. Right here initially, I thought he almost turned his ankle. Right here when he changes directions, watch his. Right there, his foot slips and he goes down. It's really athletic. They're going to try to kick this field goal and get it to a 7-point game, Chris.
Wind-aided 35-yard attempt. Kick is up, it's high, and it is good.
Wow.
Nice kick there. Reed Boyster knocks it through from 35 out. 6:43 to go here in the third quarter, and it is now a one-touchdown ball game. We'll be back.
Two more points on the board. Saints lead now 17.
All I really gotta do is live and die, but I'm in a hurry and don't know why.
I'm the cat with the bass and drum, going around like bum bum bum. I'm the cat with the bass and drum, going around like bum bum bum. What's grooving? I'm moving. I like your style of lumping. How charming, just a rapper. Load him up and eat that snapper. I was 16 pints of rum and then I go bum bum.
So the Panthers take the opening kickoff of the second half, drive down, and are able to convert 35-yard field goal. They cut the lead to 17-10, and the Saints offense is only responsible for 3 points so far in this ball game, Glenn. I think it's time for them to put a drive together and try to get this lead back up to 14 points.
I think they're looking for something comfortable to get in. Here's the other thing. I don't want to see the trifecta of whatever this run up to the ball is right here. Whoever the special teams coach is over there, we need to have a little talk with him after the game. Maybe look at that. Golly. I'm not sure what that. Yeah, I don't know what they're accomplishing with the kicker's back here scratching his rear end, and the other 10 run to the ball.
They kick this one high and deep, and it looks like they're just going to let it bounce. Yep, it's going to be through the back of the end zone.
They got a good kicker now.
Yep, come out for a touchback at the 25-yard line, Saints offense. And what do you think into the win? What would you be predicting here from the offense?
Well, right now you've seen a Saints team that's tried to get the ball on the perimeter to Matlock, to Love. I'm not sure that they've had the success they're looking for there. I want to come back and go to your big tight end, see if you can get the ball to Bothwell and see if you can let him work the middle of the field a little bit, because right now it feels like the middle of the field is where the soft spots are, and especially with them playing this two high safeties like they are right now.
Double set, Hillman in motion. Swing it out to Kramer, looking for blocks. Matlock makes a big block on the outside, and Kramer shoots ahead for about 7 yards on first down.
Not bad. Motion to trips out here. You see when you get the motion to trips, you're going to get a late flag, though. Late flag.
Extracurricular activity. I saw Kramer talking to the line judge over here.
Unsportsmanlike conduct on Parish. 15-yard mark off.
And I think that's their second one in the last, one in the second quarter and then one now. So things are getting chippy out there.
You cannot do that. You can't put yourself in those situations where you're just giving a team a free 15 yards. You're not doing anything offensively to be able to afford to have a penalty like that. That's you know what? Discipline is a big thing in football, and you got to be disciplined. And you can't. If the yapping's going on, you can't react to the yapping.
Patterson at the top of formation.
Tight end down here now. Look here, we got trips formation with an attached tight end. We don't see that very often.
Matlock
run it.
Looking for room, and he's going to be bottled up at the line of scrimmage. No gain there. Nice defense there by Parish.
Not much movement up front on the Saints offense right there. They attached the tight end, trying to get them to come off the ball. They don't have much movement. So they're going to open it up. Back to the trips to the top again.
Fay swings it out to Matlock. Makes the play, looking to get the edge on the left side, and he Dozes ahead for about
3.
4 yards.
Yeah, 3 or 4 yards. Going to put them in a third manageable situation. It's going to be a 3rd and long 5. See, I'm trying to get the easy throw and the easy catch to the edge. And, that, anytime you're going into this breeze, I'm assuming that's what they're thinking. Let's see if we can move this down the field. Back to the trips to the right down here to the field. You got. That's the first time I've seen Peyton Kramer's to the trip side. Who they got to the single receiver side to the top? Can you tell?
That's Patterson.
Chris?
That's Patterson. Fay looking to run. Cutting to the outside, has first down yardage and tripped up, falling out of bounds, but he's got a first down at the Parish 42-yard line. And it looked like Fay had made up his mind almost before the snap came that if he had a little bit of daylight, he was going to keep it and get that first down.
I thought they might try to go to the top here. Pretty good job. Again, look at his eyes. That's what I like for the quarterback. Keep your eyes down the field, then move to get the first down. Sometimes when you're struggling offensively, you got to be able to convert in those situations.
It's a first down for the Saints. T. Love in the backfield. Hand it to Matlock. Matlock surges ahead
4.
for
He got
4.
2 backs in the backfield there. Looked like, was that T. Love also in the backfield?
Yep, T. Love came in as a lead blocker there.
On the 2-back set, trying to see if they can just loosen this Parish defense up inside by running the football inside.
Both defensive fronts have held their ground pretty well tonight, I would say, against the running game. A couple of big pops here and there, but the middle has been sealed up. We'll see if that can continue. T. Love back in the game, or stays in the game. And this time they look for an option, and Fay's going to keep it, reverses field, and turn it on the Jets. Out across the 30 to the 26-yard line, and the quarterback keeper is good for 12.
If we can see this, what happens here, it's a good adjustment. Watch, he sees this quarterback be able to go back with the counter. Look at the lead block out there by Breedlove. Nice job of sealing this. They saw the Parish defense adjust, and what they did was they were adjusting to the power set in the back. They were adjusting the front there. He stepped that way and then went back with a little quarterback power. Nice gain and get him in a first down.
2 first downs on the drive from Hampton. Fay runs, and this run by Matlock goes for 2.
Trying to loosen them up inside so that they can get back to to their swings, back to something that they can get on the perimeter.
Try to get the defenders looking back toward the middle so they can get to the edge.
Second and 8. Trips to the right. Again, single coverage to the top. And he's going to come down and play man single coverage, bump man. If you get him a free release, you can take a shot. Back
Throw
outside.
it out to Kramer, bubble screen. And Kramer down to about the 22. About 3 yards there on that completion, and 3rd and 5. Once again, it seems like the Saints have been in this 3rd and 5 range all night long, and they're going to need another conversion. We'll see if Fay calls his own number again here. 2 conversions on this drive, and I like seeing them use his athleticism a little bit and getting him involved in the running game, keep the chains moving.
Yeah, be interesting. Back in the double set, got T. Love in the game. The pistol look right behind him.
It's like Fay calling an audible, signaling out to Kramer and Bothwell. Fake it to Love, going over to the top, looking for Kramer, and it's going to be picked off in the end zone. There'll be a touchback there. The Panthers take the interception, and that Saint drive ends without points. 2:09 left to go here in the 3rd quarter.
And throw this football up right here. You're trying to throw it up. You can't do it in this situation. That's where you got to. That's where you got to kind of throw it away and live to fight another down. He'll learn from that as a quarterback.
They'll move the ball out to the 20, and that's where this Panther drive will start. They were able to convert on a field goal on their last drive. Cut the lead to 7. Saints defense going to be asked again to hold. Snap back, Brown looking downfield, and this throw.
You're going to get a defensive holding there. Anytime the receiver tries to adjust and you feel like his adjusting gets impeded, they're going to throw that flag. And the thing is, the Saints had good coverage right there. That's where you got to trust that your safety's going to be over the top to help you, and he was there.
Yeah, plus the throw did not. You know, you see that a lot. You know, when it's not a very good throw, and like you said, the receiver makes the adjustment. I think the defender feels the receiver twisting or turning, trying to get away, and then they instinctively want to do something to impede that. And really, the reason they're doing that is because the ball is not where it needs to be.
Right.
And if they had no idea that was happening, it would fall incomplete. But nonetheless, they get a 10-yard penalty here, and it's first down once again here for the Panthers. Lane
walked up in there and shows blitz and then walks out.
Stone.
Oh, he's running and making something happen. Nice job. You can see that's what makes him so dangerous. He's able to keep plays alive with his feet, and when he does, then he finds the receiver. Watch him right here. Same thing we talked about with Faye earlier. Look at his eyes down the field. Now, he feels the rush. He doesn't see the rush, looks for his receiver, and is able to make the completion. Moving this chains.
There's a strike along the sideline, and it's complete to Evan Green. And Green with the lone touchdown for the Panthers tonight in the first quarter.
First and 10, 48-yard line. First real drive we've seen Parish feel like they've had tonight, Chris.
Starting to put a little something together. Handoff. And, huge collision. Wow.
Eamon Lane.
Lane and Andrew Beadle meet at the ball carrier, and it's a 1-yard loss on the play. Nice play there by the linebackers for the Saints.
Yeah, right now, they have no answer for the Saints front. We've got the clock stopped. I'm not sure why.
Play action pass. They swing it out. Nice nifty move on the outside. Room to run and bulldozing ahead for first down yardage. And Christian Benson's got some jets, doesn't he?
Yes, he does have some jets. When you see them get that ball outside right here, he's able to make the defender miss. And when you can do that in a one-on-one situation, watch him he gets it out of his hand right now. Good throw. Boom. He cuts inside. Able to make about 15 yards right there and then finish the run. Very physical by that young man. And we've talked about him tonight, Benson. He's physical at the point of attack.
Ball at the Saints' 38-yard line. Handoff again for the Panthers and room up the middle.
And there's Benson. There it is, Benson. Now that's what I'm talking about. When you see him stunt and stem and then they were able to hit this inside. That's when you watch them stunting and stem, see the line stunt and stem, linebackers hit it up inside, he finds the crease and he's north and south. He's not even touched till he gets to the safety there, Chris.
Lacey makes the play at the 21-yard line, but not before it's enough for another Panther first down.
And we feel like this team has got something going right now. This is the first drive they've had all night, almost into the red zone. Going to roll the pocket, throw that little hitch route outside, 5-yard completion. That's what you want to do. If the Saints are going to play soft in coverage, you got to continue to take those 5- and 6-yard throws, and that's exactly what you're seeing Preston Stone do right now. He's in a little bit of a rhythm, and you know what? Coach Edmondson is going to have to change his rhythm defensively, maybe send a blitz to try to get him off the spot.
2nd and 5 at the Saints' 17-yard line. They hand it again. Benson looking for a crease. Exploding down to the 5-yard line. It's Lacey once again making the saving tackle. And it's first and goal here for the Panthers.
And if we can see that, you see two tight ends. Two tight ends allows them to get that second level block right there. See how they were able to get up on Cayman Lane? Now you got problems, first and goal. Quarterback's going to keep it on a zone read, and it's a touchdown. A walk-in right there. Now they've loosened the Saints defense up. Now the pressure's going to fall back on the Saints offense right here because it looks like that Parish has gone into the half and made some adjustments. Their offense is in a rhythm. You're going to try to tie this game up at 17.
Impressive drive by the Panthers on the ground, through the air. The quarterback keeps it for the touchdown, and they are a PAT away from tying this ball game up with just 14 seconds to go here in the third quarter. High snap. The kick is down, and Boyster punches it through. It's a tie ball game here toward the end of the third quarter. Saints will have the ball when we come back.
Chris, are we going to get the superfecta of this run-up with the kicker just back there?
Superfecta.
Yeah. The fourth
the
time
box.
in a row. That's it. No, I don't want a box. I want
The
a
exacta
superfecta.
box.
That's 1, 2. That's exact. That's 1, 2. Trifecta was 1, 2, 3 that we saw before. This is superfecta. Get on the edge of your seat and let's see if we're going to see it. Let's see. Oh, the superfecta is the kicker just stands there. Boy, I'm not sure who they're trying to doke-yoke, but that's a bad look. I'd go to the playbook and toss that one out, Chris.
Deep kick once again by Boyster. Kramer's going to let it go through the back of the end zone. The Saints will start at their own 25-yard line. We were talking during the break, and two pretty good drives there by the Panthers to really, they're down by 10 at the half. They come right out and get this game tied up in the third quarter. And we're in for an exciting fourth quarter, I think.
And my question would be, did Coach Beck know what he was doing coming out and saying, not only we're going to give you the ball, we're going to give you the wind. Now did we get a flag down here? Did they pick the flag up? Were they offsides after that superfecta, whatever that? I don't know what. I'm not sure what we're doing here. If he's going to pick it up, the official had thrown a flag. Maybe it was the sideline. I don't know what it is. Yeah. No, once you step over, you cannot come back. Well, then that's exactly what our producer's talking about. They ran past the line. You know what? They doke-yoked themselves. They took the penalty on the kickoff right here. That gives them 1st and 10 at the 30.
Absolutely. Fay looking to throw out route to Matlock. Breaks a tackle on the flat, cutting back across the 35 to the 36, and that's going to do it for the third quarter. Saints
the little flat right there. You know what? Take the 5-yard gains. Good option throw. Good safe throw. Trying to get your quarterback back into a rhythm to go play the fourth quarter.
We're in for a nail-biting fourth quarter here at McNair Stadium. Saints 17, Parish Panthers 17. We'll be back for the final stanza momentarily.
In the alley, oh baby, yes, baby, ooh, baby, having some fun tonight, yeah.
Start of the fourth quarter. Chris Espinoza here with Glenn Stretch Smith. on Texas24.net live and on demand. I want to welcome all of our online viewers, and we are looking for a big fourth quarter
Did
here.
he fumble that?
They're calling it down. I heard the whistle. And, yep, they're pointing down. The umpire said he is down. He's right at the 40-yard line, so that should be first down
Try to run that little fake toss and keep the quarterback backside right here. Watch him run the fake toss and then keep it. Got to keep it out the backside. He looked like he was down before he fumbled it. Boy, in those situations, you got to hang on to the football. There's some discussion by the officials.
Yep, looks like they have made the decision that he was down, and it's first down yardage there for the Saints. So the conversion's good.
Good conversion right there. Keep the chains moving. Can't afford another turnover here, Chris. You got to hang on to the football right here because Parish's offense is in a rhythm, and you got to keep their offense off the field by hanging on to the football.
And let's not forget, even though it's not as hot as it has been, it's still very, very humid out there. And the Saints defense was on the field a long time in the third quarter, and they really probably need a little bit of a breather here. And
timeout, and maybe you know what? Maybe that's why Coach Beck sees that, says, "Hey, let's take a timeout. Let's see if we can get our guys a little water right here, get the defense off their feet and rested up for another 2-minute break."
Ball will be at the 40-yard line, first down for the Saints when we come back. Saints just used their first time out of the second half. Looks like we've got
trying to adjust the clock a little bit. There's some clock issues on the field. They're trying to get it, and we're back to 11:25 here. Trying to get the clock issues worked out. We've had some coordination difficulties here, Chris. But we're back to playing football.
That's right. Faye and Matlock in the backfield. Trips on the left side of the formation. They're going to swing it out to Matlock. Getting some blocks. Bothwell with a nice block on the outside along with Patterson, and that's a 5-yard gain there.
Something that they've done on that. They see something that they like on this play. Get the football out of the quarterback's hands. Swing it out to Matlock, trying to get him in space right here. Try to get your big guys, a hat on a hat, see if you can make something happen. 2nd and 5. Ahead of the chains. We talked about it all night, but I think the teams that have maintained drives have stayed ahead of the chains, Chris.
Absolutely. Matlock. And he
got about
ahead.
3. Going to get it to a 3rd and 2 situation.
Yep. It's 3 yards there.
T-Love in here.
Yep.
Looking for the hammer, looking for the big guy.
Bringing in Charles Sanders as well. He got some action last week toward the end of the game against Geneva in the backfield.
See how Parish, what they do defensively to the fullback locked up in there. They're like they're going to stay in an even front. They do.
They hand it to Sanders. Sanders pulls ahead, and he's right out across midfield, and that's going to be first down yardage for the Saints. Another nice conversion there on 3rd down.
Yeah, just hammer them, run the lead up in there. That's what you want to see. You want to see T-Love leading up in there.
Yeah, it's nothing fancy.
Nothing wrong with that, brother. When you're an offensive guy and you're trying to find your rhythm, you got to keep the chains moving. You got to get them loosened up. Like you said, it's a humid night. Keep their defense out there. Back to the double set and what they're comfortable with.
Just a yard into Panther territory.
Now they're going to motion the trips.
Hillman in motion. And they swing it out to Kramer with some blockers. Kramer sifting through the defense. We got a fumble. It pops up into the air, and Hillman plucks it out of the air and gets ahead for another yard or so.
Holy
Woo.
cow, they tried to get that ball on the perimeter, and when they did,
Watch
here's what
this.
happens. You've seen this defense. They're trying to get the ball right here to Kramer. Watch these guys fly up. They've seen it so many times. Watch the linebacker try to undercut this. Watch the corner come off the edge. Watch the safety come flying up. Ball comes up in the air. That's a good bounce right there. Good break for the Saints. Hey, and good for guys chasing the ball. Good things happen to guys that chase the ball. 2nd and 6.
Hillman with the save there. They fake the pitch, and then Fay straight ahead into the linebacker's arms. That was a big hit and just a short gain there. It looks like we got a hat. Oh, pardon me. Just couldn't see from the angle. It looked like the referee on the far side of the field.
Try to run that.
Hat.
Try to run that fake toss, and then hit Fay up in there. Now 3rd and 5 is a big down right here in the football game, Chris. This is a big situation and a big conversion if he can make it.
Ball at the Panther 44. Another conversion here for the Saints would go a long way. Nice play there. We've got Bothwell across the middle. He steps over a would-be tackler at the 34 and all the way down to the 27-yard line. The big tight end getting involved in a big moment.
Yeah, nice job running the shallow. Watch Bothwell come across right here on the shallow. Anytime you can see that big tight end, there he comes. Boom, raise up, stick the football on him. He turns it north and south. Look at that big joker. That's what you want to see. Get the football in his hands some. Now they're going to put him on the end of the line of scrimmage and attach him. See if they can get him out leveraged a little here, Chris.
Matlock with the handoff, trying to get around the right side and just nothing doing. Another nice play by the Panther defense and a minimal gain, if anything, on 1st down.
Yeah, I'm not sure. Maybe a half yard. Good job by the Panther linebackers. They're staying at home. They're playing their assignment. That's what you want to see. You want to see solid, sound assignment football. And I think both of these defenses have displayed the ability to do that tonight. Other than the big play that we saw on the pass from Parish, I'm not sure we've seen any really big plays. Defenses have been sound tonight.
It's been a grind. 2nd and 10, Matlock. They're going to throw it out to him. He gets a block on the outside from Hillman, and he's down to about the 21. Once again, we're going to have another 3rd and 5.
Yeah, that's the kind of their go-to right now. They feel like they can get 5 every time they throw that out there. You know, don't be surprised to see the Parish coaches, if they see that, kind of try to see if they can adjust to the blitz to that side. Going to get their double set again here. Here comes the blitz down here. Good by, I believe it was Brockermeyer, notices it to the left side.
Fay looking to throw, has time. Across the middle, Bothwell once again, and Bothwell hit
they were
immediately.
Waiting for it that time. Going to get in a.
Wow, it's going to be close.
It is going to be real close.
The spot on the
They're
near
say it's
side.
4th down and about 1. Officials timeout. Got an injury on the field.
Yep, we've got a Panther player down. We're going to take a
Bothwell's
quick
down as
injury timeout. It'll be 4th and short, it looks like, when we come back.
Fourth and 1, Chris.
4th and 1, big play here as we are
6:26 to go in the 4th. 4th and 1.
17-17 ball game.
T-Love in there.
Hillman in motion. Fay looking for a seam's got one. Plunges ahead for 2, and that's 1 more yard than he needed. 1st down for the Saints as they keep the drive going.
Try to run T-Love in there. Try to run a little lead with the quarterback. They're going to measure this. Now they're going to say it's a 1st down. Well, that's close right there now. Ooh. Thank goodness you got a 6'5" quarterback who falls forward right there.
Absolutely. Matlock back in the game. Bothwell still being tended to on the sideline on the far side. See Garrett Hamilton in the slot. And Matlock, wow. Nothing doing there. It's a 2-yard loss on the play, and as soon as he got the handoff, he was hit.
Yeah. Right now, you got Bothwell back in the game because, quite frankly, Parish not worried about anybody else in there that they got in there. They're stacking that box for the run.
Once again, they toss it out to Matlock, and he has to fall down to make the catch, and he's down right there. And that's no gain, maybe a minimal gain on the play, but now
About
we're
a half yard. Now you got a 3rd and about 12 situation.
3rd and 12. And we got to give credit to the Panther defense. They really have not given up anything down the field much tonight. Everything the Saints have gotten has been more of a catch and run
Going an
versus
empty set here, Chris.
versus
You know
a
what?
toss down
See if-
field. So
see
we'll see
they
if
can
the
get something.
Saints can get it downfield here for the 3rd and 12. Empty set, as you said, Glenn.
Yeah, might go vertical here. Look, the 3 vertical down here.
No, Faye's going to keep it. They spread them out. They run everyone downfield, and Faye has all kinds of daylight down to the 5-yard line. Nice play call there. They run the quarterback draw. They clear everyone out. You pointed out before the play, it's an empty set, and there's all kinds of room in the middle.
Anytime you can do that, it cleans it up. It looks a little better for the quarterback. We know this young man can run. Good, tough run. Put your 1st and goal at the 5.
4:30 left in the game. Saints looking to break this 17-17 tie. They hand it to Matlock, trying to get around the right end. Eludes a tackle and falls down inside the 5. It's going to be 2nd and goal from there. And Hampton Faye has been a huge key on this drive. He has converted 3 first downs with his legs. No, make it 4.
It'll be under 4 minutes to go in this football game by the time they snap this ball, Chris. 2nd and goal from the 4.
Faye trying to go around the right side, jibing, and just going to fall down around the 2-yard line. And, man, whew, things are getting a little tense up here in the booth, Glenn.
Yeah,
That's
you'd like to see
2 yards at a time.
Yeah, you'd like to see him just go on outside here and outrun this guy. He puts his head down thinking he could get there. You'd like to see him just use his legs and beat him to the corner of the end zone. 3rd and goal from about 2.5 right here on the right hash. Look for Faye to keep the ball right here again. They're going to line up in the Love at fullback.
Split receivers. Faye around the right side, diving, sticking the ball out, and they're saying he's short. Wow. We couldn't see from this angle, but, man, it looked like he stuck the ball out as he was falling to go across the goal line, and they're going to say he's short. Here we go. Let's take a look, Glenn. What do you see?
Well, again, you see him try to get to the. You'd like to see him just keep this in. They're going to hurry up right here and try to go right to the line and run this ball.
The Saints fans are on their feet. It's Faye into the end zone behind T. Love. It's a touchdown for the Saints. 2:35 to go in the game, and they take the lead. Their first offensive touchdown of the game, and it couldn't have come at a better time.
You could see they like something over there with that power set, lining the fullback up and just letting the quarterback, that long length, run it in there, get you the touchdown.
Faye plays judge, jury, and executioner, puts the Saints on top, and Lynn's PAT is good. The Saints with a 24-17 lead. The Panthers will have the ball into the wind to try to tie it up here at McNair Stadium. We'll be right back for the conclusion. Lynn on the kick. Wind at his back, and what a clutch drive there by the Saints. Man, take it from the 30.
Couple fourth down conversions right there. You know what? That's what you got to do to keep drives alive. Now kept the defense off the field. 2:35 to play. Both teams had their full complement of timeouts.
Lynn's kick is banged through the back of the end zone. Ball will come out to the 25, and it's going to take nothing short of a touchdown for the Panthers to tie this game up, and they're going to have to do it into the wind. And, man, you know, we saw in the second quarter when they had to go into the wind, they weren't able to get any points on the board. We'll see if the Saints defense can hold here.
And we talked about Coach Beck gambling, giving him the football and the wind in the third quarter so he could have the wind in the fourth quarter. You know, it'll be interesting. Is that gamble going to pay off right now? Right now it looks pretty good. First and 10 on the 25. They're in their double set.
Brown looking to throw, flag, scrambling, and
come back.
staying on his feet, and wow.
Got about
big
8 yards, but it's coming back. I can tell you that right now. You could tell the Saints defense was moving and stemming around late. They're going to get the holding call.
That's what you said when it comes in from that back judge there toward the line of scrimmage. It's got to be 100% of the time.
Or defensive hands to the face. Right?
Gotcha.
If you get that defensive lineman pushing that offensive lineman's face mask back, that's about 95% of that referee's calls. And that's what he's watching for, Chris. Right? He's watching the line. He's watching the line play.
First and 20, ball back at the Parish 15. Double set. Brown looking to throw over the middle, throws it behind him, and it goes through the receiver's hands, and Donche Douglas almost had the game sealer right there.
Yeah, they tried to throw a little inside, looked like an inside dig route, and he's late with the football. And again, we talked about this, never late over the middle. Ball's behind him. Boom. Hits Donche right in the chest. You know what? That's a tough pick to make. Good coverage by the Saints. Second and 20. Keep it in front of you right here. Put them in a third and long situation. Look at the secondary drop back.
Brown looking to throw. He's got a short one out. Missed tackle there by the Saints and a big pile up around the 30-yard line. But that is a nice gain on second and long, and that makes it very manageable.
Anytime you throw the hitch out there, and you can make have your guy make him miss, and that's Benson. That's who he's comfortable with right now. Throw that hitch, get in a 3rd and 5, see if you can convert this first down.
Handoff and big penetration up front into the backfield once again. Who is it? Elijah Poussele. Big play.
Now you're going to see right here, Parish is going to go for this. 4th down in their own territory. This might be the football game right here, Chris.
They hurry up to the line. What a big time for Poussele to get into the backfield and stuff that run. It should be 4th down.
It is 4th down. They're going to take a timeout here, though. Parish is going to take a timeout. The sideline marker doesn't have it right. This is 4th down.
Referees are conferring over there in the middle.
Well, nothing to confer about, right? First down. First down. You got the. What the hell did they do? First down. Because second down they threw the hitch outside and got it. 3rd down they were trying to run the football and didn't get it. I don't even remember what the heck they did on first down. But
remember it was the.
It was almost interception.
Yep.
Correct on the dig.
Yep, so right there. So, it's going to be 4th down.
Watch Poussele stunt right there and get inside and make the hit on the big back. Boy, I tell you what. Poussele, Cayman Lane, Donche Douglas, physical football players.
Well, that's a big-time play to get into the backfield and stuff a run like that at this juncture of the game, especially after the Panthers had made such a nice play on second down to give themselves a third and a good look. And
here may be the football game, Chris. You know what? They're going to go for this. This is going to be the best call you got in your bag. Let's see if he's got something to pick this about.
Brown looking to throw. Pressured, stepping up in the pocket. And he
Oh, my
breaks
goodness.
away,
He may
running
be
out
gone.
across midfield, looking for a block. He gets one out across the 30, still on his feet along the sideline, cuts back and into the end zone.
Well, you got a flag back here now. You're gonna get something that may bring this back. But right there is the reason that young man. That's the reason Preston Stone is being recruited by Clemson. That kind of play right there. It's probably going to come back right here because you got a flag. But I'll tell you what a heck of a run by that young man. What a play.
Wow. He sorted through the traffic around the 35-yard
Watch
line.
him right
and
here.
then
Watch him on this replay, Chris.
breaks around the outside.
Watch his
Wow.
feet right here. I mean, it's vision down the field, making guys miss. He's made 3 guys miss. Watch him pick up a block right here. He picks up a block right here.
That's the
And
hold.
that may be where they call the
Yep,
hold.
that's the hold,
And
yeah.
all he's got to do is seal him off. You know what? That's where, as a coach, that hurts you.
Yep. So it'll be 10 yards from the spot of the foul. It'll still be a first down for the Panthers. They're still alive with 1:01 to go here in the ball game. Needing a touchdown to tie the Saints. They're going to spot it at the 32. Wow.
Now 32. Hey, you know what? You know what? Here you are. You're the Saints defense, though. You got a minute. You got a minute to play in this game. You got a 7-point lead. Try to keep everything in front of you. Keep it in front of you. Don't let the quarterback kill you. Be sound with what you're doing. I'm going to say Cayman Lane's going to be back right there at the Mike linebacker. There he is right there. He's going to be spying that quarterback.
Draw play. And once again,
inside.
nice run defense there by the Saints. Ooh, it looked like the football almost came out.
An immediate timeout. The Parish has got the full complement of timeouts. They take an immediate timeout.
Maddox Epperson makes the tackle for the Saints, and we got a timeout. 53 seconds left in the game.
She just got all her things, threw them into a pile. Then she loaded her car and said after a while, she'd done this before, but this time she didn't cry.
Out my hands, but I never can grab it. Why? Gave you all my love, but you just won't have it. Tell me, does it hurt at night? The few times no one's by your side, in the bottle and the pills you hide. 'Cause not even you.
Looks like they tried to catch the Saints napping there with the quick draw play. They were up to it. It ends up
I hadn't been there all night.
well, it ends up costing them having to take a timeout because it keeps the clock running.
Now we got a penalty. It looked like they weren't set up front, so you're going to get a 5-yard penalty against Parish right here. You know what? That's the quarterback's responsibility. Get your offensive line down, get them set, and get them ready to go so that you can snap the football.
And that's one of those penalties coming out of a timeout that drives coaches crazy.
You hear me change the inflection of my voice, you know that that's the reason why.
Yeah, the coach came out in you.
2nd and 12, back in a double set.
Oh, high snap, ball on the ground. Brown scrambling to his right, and
Picked it up. We
throws
ought to get
it
a
away.
grounding call. We're going to get a call. There he goes. He's
Yep.
got the intentional grounding.
Cayman Lane there with the pressure on the quarterback. He throws it away. It's going to be grounding. It'll be
you're
a
gonna get a
spot
loss of
foul and a
down.
loss of down. It's going to
Correct.
be third.
And about a long 15 with the loss of down.
Absolutely.
Boy, he just tried to get outside. Cayman Lane has been all over the field tonight. I mean, all over the field. He gets up and going to show you his guns a little bit right there after making a play.
Cayman Lane with the interception return for a touchdown earlier in the game in the first quarter.
3rd and 13, 46 seconds. They've got 2 downs to try to pick this up. It looks like still got 2 timeouts.
Saints looking to go to 3-0 on the season. Brown looking for a play from the sideline.
Get something he likes.
Brown looking to run. He's wrapped up and he's dropped again for a sack. It's Cayman Lane. He's doing it all. Superman.
He ought to be wearing a cape with a big red S on his chest. They had to take their last timeout. It's going to be 4th and about 16. Here's a football game coming up. Next play is a football game, guys. It's that simple. It's been a heck of a game. Really good defensive battle. We got it all in front of us right here. One play to either win it or tie it up.
Oops.
Preston Stone. All we know is he's a heck of a quarterback.
That was a heck of a run.
That was a heck of a play.
Man.
Wow. Good.
There's a penalty downfield, like you said. It was a needless penalty. All you got to do is shield that man, and he's into the end zone for a miraculous game-tying touchdown.
Right, here we go. We got the game coming right here. You know what? And by the way, next week, Coach Aaron Beck's show will be on Wednesday. Should be a heck of a show to tune into. Trips to the left. We got the game right here in the balance. Can't tell where to set his back. Benson.
Stone looking to throw.
Roll the pocket.
Rolling to his left, throwing it up into the end zone. And it's deflected. Incomplete.
Oh, incomplete. I
Lacey with the play.
catch. Wait,
and
is there a flag?
There's a flag around the 4-yard line.
What is the flag for? Pass interference on the Saints? Oh, my. Let's get a – yeah. Is it defensive holding or pass interference?
I saw the signal from pass interference from the back judge.
If it's holding, that's an automatic – carries an automatic first down.
Well, so does pass interference, right?
At 15 yards, correct.
But it's not a spot foul in
correct.
In high school
The high
football.
school game is not a spot foul. What they're calling here. Did he already march it off 15 and give them the first down from the 20? Looks like it'll be 1st and 10 from the 23-yard line. 29 seconds to play. They've got one timeout left.
So the Panthers still have some life here. Ball at the 23.
Back in their double set. Preston Stone, this quarterback is dangerous. You can see why he's being recruited everywhere. They're going to run the ball inside and get only 2 yards. They're going to have to use their third and final timeout. Wow. Wow, what a gamble that was.
Beadle and Lane combine on the tackle, and Parish.
That play hadn't been there all night, and they try to run that in this critical situation. Woo! I hate to criticize play calling, but there are a bunch of people that are going to wonder what that call was about.
Well, I mean, that's twice on this drive they've run that draw play, and it's cost them having to call a timeout.
2 timeouts, correct.
Yep,
and they haven't made a yard and had to call 2 timeouts.
And now they're out with 23 seconds, so anything caught in the field of play and tackle is going to make it really difficult for them to do more than 1 or 2 plays. It's got to be into the end zone or nothing.
Correct. No timeouts. Saints have their full complement of timeouts here. 23 seconds to play. Man, have 2 of these 3 games not just come down to nail biters? The one we saw down in Austin against the Regents.
That ended on a goal line stand from the 1-yard line. The Panthers seem to have 9 lives here with the penalties.
Second and 9. 20 seconds to play. No timeouts. And they jump.
Left guard moved.
No doubt. Going to be second and long 13. Boy, it's hard to overcome. It's hard to keep overcoming these penalties. You know what I mean? It's a tough sell to keep overcoming these situations. Put yourself in a hole as a coach, just drives you crazy.
$20 seconds on the clock here at McNair Stadium. Saints 24, Parish Panthers 17. Both teams 2-0, looking to go 3-0 on the season. And
he wants 23 seconds on the clock. They want 23 seconds put on the clock. He put 24 minutes. We're having a little tough time adjusting the clock over here. All right, so they added 4 seconds onto the clock. 24 seconds to play. 23 seconds. No timeouts. Parish has no timeouts remaining. Second down and 14, 27-yard line. Got to keep everything in front of you here, Chris.
Saints defense backed up, trying to hold on. Stone looking to throw, has time. Deep up the left side and knocked away. And, man, I thought that was going to be picked off, but nonetheless, Mason Magnus with a great play on the ball.
Good job keeping in front of you, keeping everything in front of you. That's what you want to see. Third down, they used 7 seconds. You know what? Anytime you're throwing that ball like that took almost a little better than 6 seconds off the clock. Third down.
Just a reminder, in high school football, different from the NFL, a first down does stop the clock, so that would be huge if the Panthers convert. But anything else tackled in the field of play, it's going to be tough for them to do anything, and that's going to be incomplete. So that'll stop the clock once again now with just 10 seconds. And now we're at fourth down, so it's basically all or nothing here.
It is. This
well, how many times
game.
have we said that?
I know it. How many times we said this is the football game? Let me tell you, this is the football game. 10 seconds to play.
This is it. This is it. This is it.
This is it right here. This is it.
And the Saints will be playing. Looks like they're going to have 4 defensive backs along. Very, very deep.
Keep everything in front of them. Now I'm sure they're going to roll this quarterback out and try to see if they can, run around and make something happen.
Come with a 3-man rush into the end zone and knocked down once again by the Saints defense. It's incomplete. 3 seconds are showing on the clock, and that is it. The Saints will need to take one snap. Faye will kneel it, and that will do it. What a hard-fought ball game for the Saints. 3 touchdowns tonight. Defense, special teams, and offense when they needed it. They came up clutch in the fourth quarter after the Panthers tied it up, and the defense holds on.
Yeah, good job. Good job by this defensive staff, keeping everything in front of them right there. You know what? They were not going to allow him to run around and get the ball in the end zone. Great job by the Saints defense. That's who won the football game tonight. I mean, the bottom line, the Saints defense came up with big stops, big interceptions. They won the football game. 3-0, beating the number 1 team in the state as the students rush the field here. Watch for the goalpost. It might be tearing the goalpost down here. What a heck of a football game that was.
Saints moved to 3-0 on the season, 24-17 over the Parish Panthers. Chris Espinoza with Glenn Smith here in the booth, live on Texas24.net. Remember, you can catch us live during the game or on demand after. Stay tuned for some post-game interviews here at McNair Stadium.
Next week? You know who we got next week? I'm gonna ask Roy in the truck. Who we got next week, Roy? It's gonna be another big game, because guess what? When you knock off number 1, all of a sudden you may be number 1 going into next week. And any time that you're able to step up and you beat the number 1 team in the state, you beat the team that beat Trinity Christian Cedar Hill. Hey, you know what? Heck of a football game. At Bishop Dunn. Oh, Bishop Dunn's here. Oh, boy. Hey, they owe Bishop Dunn, Chris. Now, last year, that Bishop Dunn really rubbed it into them. Back-to-back big games. It's going to be a big football game next Friday night.
We'll be back here at McNair Stadium. The Saints will be taking on Bishop Dunn and looking to go 4-0 on the season. Chris Espinoza for Glenn Smith. Have a good evening and stay tuned for some post-game interviews.
me, mic check.
Testing 1 2. 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 Hello. What a game. Saints win 24-17.
Level good. Thank you, sir. Yeah, it's good.
All right, let's go.
All right. I only have a certain amount of cable here, right?
Okay.
Hey, Lonnie, can you send him over here to the center of the field so you could take care of my cable?
Cayman Lane, right? Yes, sir. That's make sure I'm saying it right. And then linebacker? Yes, sir. All right, cool. Let me know when you're ready.
I'll look at the camera or I'll look at you.
Just talk to me. All right. Here with Saints linebacker Cayman Lane. Huge interception. Here with Saints linebacker Cayman Lane. Huge interception return in the first quarter. What happened? So you're 3-0. Tough games, 3 different games. How's it feel?
Feels great. I mean, coming from last season, we went 2-8, kind of disappointed. Everybody counting us out. We just trying to show the offense we're back on the map.
You're back on the map for sure. Saints start out 3-0. It's Cayman Lane. Saints linebacker, huge game tonight. We'll talk to you again soon. Thanks, buddy. Take care of yourself. Hey, great game, bud. Testing, 1 2. Testing. Here with Saints quarterback Hampton Fay. You just moved to 3-0 on the season and 3 different games. What was the key tonight?
I mean, first off, I want to thank God and everything. He's the one that put us in the situation. And, you know, we have a really tight team bonding. And, like, there's a lot of people on this team going through some hard times. And we really came together this game and really fought for each other. So I think that was the key for tonight.
It looks like as the game went on, especially in the fourth quarter, you started to use your legs a little bit more, including the game-winning touchdown. Was that a decision you guys made? Did you see something in the defense?
Yes, sir. I mean, in the second half, it was all heart. So I just took advantage of what I got and just used what God gave me and everything. So, yes, sir.
Well, the defense scored, special teams scored, and then the offense finally scored a touchdown in the game, and that was the difference. 24-17, you're 3-0. Looking forward for the rest of the season?
Yes, sir, absolutely. Every week, every day. Yes, sir.
Awesome. Congratulations. Thank you.
Thank you very much. Yes, sir.
Appreciate it.